Last time on Beast World, we cut to a tired and lost Baldwin and Vivilia, who've made their way to Farsuro, the capital of Arneria. Having departed from the Litfield caravan, their search for the Stone of Galore goes on. While on the causeway, Baldwin learns of a place in Farsuro that is magically connected to several other major cities in the world called the Junction. There, they meet a jackal conductor managing the area, whom he informs that he is not from this world. The jackal, curious about them, offers a token with a stylized eye on it and tells him to visit the madam in Prestana and that she may be able to help him. Meanwhile, back in Louvain, our delvers are recovering from their recent ordeal with the Astral Sea. Charlotte has a dream, or perhaps a vision, of a stranger cloaked, standing in a stark white desert. Her attempts to get their attention or answers proves futile as she is awoken. The crew gather in the dining hall for breakfast, served by Aspen and Delilah, while they discuss their next plan of action. Most of the conversation falls on Thieves' Army, who seem to inquired into Vegas recently, who doesn't want to get involved for now. Vegas and Aspen head out to meet with Mason to collect Vegas's reward for their show match with Darnell, while the rest of the party head to the Crown's Guard to inform someone in charge about what occurred in Dole with the Ferals. They are greeted once more by Knight Captain Veronica Taylor, who seems glad that they have showed up. Veronica has not heard of the Ferals or anyone wearing masks like those within Louvain, just the occasional roughhousing drunk letting their racism slip. She says she'll get into contact with Captain Felds from Dole when she finds the time. Veronica also mentions that she has some information for Ignatius regarding his inquiry about the Silver Claw Company. She tells him that they have overtaken the Trisoli Peninsula for their silver mines there and have shifted into weapons manufacturing and distribution. Veronica also asks for a favor from Ignatius, inquiring about Isette's relationship status and if she might be available for a date tonight at the Twisted Whiskers. Isette overhears the entire conversation from the other side of the door. The party decide to spend the rest of their day over at the archives and the Library of the Gate. Individually, everyone researches into topics of interest with varying degrees of success. Aski and Isette, though, research into the book discovered in Vegas's estate. With the help of an older Venusian historical index, they are able to decipher the meaning behind the Spellbreaker, an ancient martial spellcaster who was meant to replace armies of trade lords by themselves. The lords would pit them in fights for honor and even to settle debates. Despite their legendary status, their techniques were rarely passed on, and as a result, they went extinct during the Invader War. Meanwhile, Aspen is found by Charlotte tearing out recipe pages from various books in the library. Charlotte is able to convince them to put them back and spends some amount of time mending the books before anyone catches on to what's happened. As the crew wind down for the night, Isette spends a lovely evening with Veronica, learning that she used to be from Vigneault and came to Louvain shortly after the war ended. The two listen to Amy Amour sing using the Universal Symphony to conjure forth additional instruments for her performance. The two enjoy their evening together after sharing a kiss. Meanwhile, at the Veterans Union,
You do not own any token with vision into seeing.
yeah, give me 1 second.
No, it's alright. I'll just close my eyes.
Alright. Vegas and Fanya, you two have decided to head towards the Veterans Union. It is late at night at this point. The streets are still readily busy, but not as intensely as a few of the nights before. At least not in this particular district. With a few directions from some local guards, you are pointed in the direction of the Veterans Union building.
So I appreciate being asked to come along to this, but
Yeah.
what are we doing?
I'm seeing what this whole enrollment thing is about. They seemed interested enough in me to follow me home one night, so
Okay. I'll follow your lead.
yeah, I don't know. You told me they're not the opposite. They're the opposite of the Ferals, and that, as far as I'm concerned, is a good thing. So I'd like to investigate.
I'm not entirely sure about that. Just the fact that they're...
Wait, what?
Well, like, that... Look, I just heard stories that they like to help people, but they're also not exactly the greatest people in the world either. But let's go, come on.
Yeah, me
She
too.
pushes him towards the door.
Oh, hello, handsome. Not in character.
You open the door, stepping inside, and see the halls are decorated in a pretty stark green. There are two individuals that happen to be standing in this hallway. One further down, seemingly at a set of double doors, possibly on actual guard duty, and another mercenary-looking type, currently leaning up against the wall, glancing in both of your directions as you enter.
Give him a little wave.
What's your business here?
I was invited. Shit, I didn't get names from the guys that kind of press ganged me the other night, right? Nope. What species were they?
If I recall correctly,
Yeah, at
it
least recall
was
that.
a bovine and a rat.
Right. At the request of a bovine and a very friendly rat.
You must be here to see Oswald then. Alright, just through those doors.
Cool,
And
thank
don't
you.
cause any trouble.
Never. Sorry, I
And
accidentally clicked on my character page.
as you get up closer, the Equine near the door pushes the doors open for you. You see a much grander hall out in front with a couple doors off to the side and what seems to be like two sentries who are posted up. Neither of them try to impede you as you get any closer, but they are actively watching both of you pretty intently.
No one's taken out weapons or anything, I'm assuming.
No, you've not had any of your weapons confiscated.
Okay.
Lovely.
As you get closer, you notice that there is a otter, Latine, up near the desk, currently working away on what seems to be a very large ledger. He looks up in your direction and kind of like squints his eyes at you for a second. Do I know you?
Not yet. I'm here at the request of two members, a bovine and a rat. You're Oswald, right?
No, Oswald is on leave at the moment, but I'm Wendell.
Hi, Wendell.
Let me see if he left anything here about recruit. What is your name?
Vegas.
Vegas. Ah, here we go. Yes, you are a particular individual who we happen to know a little bit about. You were trained during a night during the war, but have since then gone your own ways, as it were. Did you have any active involvement during the war?
Yeah. Only a couple years worth. I think it ended a little earlier than everybody anticipated.
Kind of looks at you curiously. It didn't feel like it ended earlier.
I know.
But, yes. So then you're a veteran of the war, then.
Yeah.
Good. Splendid. So we are looking for individuals of many different skill sets, but those who have participated in recent war efforts and have more often been left by the wayside or our more targeted audience. Though you look to be a little bit more well off compared to most people we see.
I found a different avenue to sell my strengths.
So you're already occupied with a job, then.
Yeah.
What is your current profession, then?
I am a fighter in the League of Storied Histories.
Curious.
Performer.
Don't get many of your type around here, so...
I'm the only one like me.
Kind of chuckles to himself. Well, there's nothing here saying that you can't be an SHL fighter and a Thieves' Army member either. That is if you
Okay.
are interested.
Believe me, I kind of am, but now I'm wondering if, although you guys are fine with it, what about my current job and their book of rules?
Can't not particularly say. There's nothing against the Veterans Union or the Thieves' Army in general, but I can't say for certainty that we've had any of our own pursue the avenue of the Storied Histories League before. That's something you would probably have to take up with your manager. But, we operate within Louvain, legally, of course. So, if you're worried about anything of that nature, you're probably fine.
Mm-hmm. Well, do I have to sign anything tonight, or can I sit on it for a bit?
Of course, you can sit on it, think about it. I will get in touch with Oswald and see what particular uses he was looking for. Your insignia looks a little familiar.
Yeah, I thought you guys knew about me.
Well, it seems Oswald did not complete a whole file for this purpose. Though, if I am not mistaken, that's insignia's part of the Grimshank family, is it not?
Grimminch, but yes.
Grimish. My apologies.
Fine.
Yes. So, does that make you the owner of the estate currently up on the hill? The one that is in less favorable conditions right now?
Yeah, it does now.
Well, this changes a few propositions, then.
Such as?
Well, my boss has been interested in that estate for a while now, but the last time we went over there, the only person there was a meek ovine woman, and she said that she does not have the bloodline or the authority to sell the estate.
Mm-hmm.
but we are interested in purchasing it, turning it more into a, not quite a barracks, but a home to more expand for our growing numbers within Alamance, and Louvain in particular.
Mm-hmm. I'm afraid it's not for sale at the moment.
Ah, that's a shame. Could really use a fixer-upper.
I'm sure there's plenty of other noble families who actually staff their homes that would be more than willing to talk.
There are not much nobility that are willing to sell their land within Louvain itself.
Let me think about it.
We had only seen the current state of it, and presumed, well, if there are not many members of that bloodline left around, then perhaps the estate would go to better use, as it were.
Right. Well, right now it's a no.
That's a shame. We'll have to let General Vincent know that, and see what he wants to do from that point forward. This shouldn't affect your application, if that is of any worry to you.
No, that's alright. I understand.
Splendid. Well, if you have more time that you need to think on it, do come back. But if you have any questions, I could answer them while you're here.
I'm good. What about you, Vanya?
How? She's gonna kind
Kinda
of tug Vegas to get down
He-
a little bit.
He leans
I
over
will
the
kneel.
desk to, like, look at Vanya, because he can, like, somewhat see you, but he is also not as tall as you think he is.
Fair enough. I hold Vanya up like a little action figure in front of me, like, look at this, you know?
That is not what I meant, but she leans in while being held up. Do you think I should ask about the ferals here?
Hmm.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, do it.
Put me down.
No. He turns
Go-
her around to face.
Does this look of very unamused? He's not putting me down, but so we were recently in Dole, and there was a group there that we encountered wearing iron masks. They were targeting Brethren, attacking them. But do you know of anyone like that?
Give me an insight check.
Ooh. Oh, I'm not good at these. No.
He pauses for a moment, slightly nods. I am familiar with the group. They have pocket cells all over the beast world.
The captain there called them ferals.
That sounds correct.
Do you know if there are any here? We heard from a member of their group that they were setting up a cell here.
Vegas, give me an insight check,
Mm-hmm.
since Vanya was the only one that rolled for it.
Not good.
God damn, guys.
I
He
don't know
pauses
shit.
for a moment, and then leans forward over to the desk towards you. I think you two should leave for now. Maybe think on the offer that's been presented forward to you.
I will. Thank you for meeting with us. Let's be on our way, Vanya.
Before, are you still holding her?
No, I put her down.
Okay.
Okay. She's gonna scurry forwards for a moment. Just, if you hear anything, I'm at Vegas's estate, the one you want to buy. Just send a message or something, if you could.
Noted. Just like staring at you now, having to like lean a bit more up on the desk because he's an otter. He's not very tall.
Walking backwards with a big smile, just take care. Whispering as we walk past these guys. I think he
Don't
doesn't
say anything.
Okay.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Real mentioning Melis's facade moment right there.
Yeah.
I don't think he likes you.
I think
Or
these
us.
guys are ferals, Fanya.
No,
What do you mean?
I'm not sure. It came across as more competition than anything. Maybe. I don't
Why does
know.
he want my house? Or
He told
they?
you. They want it for a home. I guess they're gonna make it a front. Let's move away from the front of the building.
And I love the thieves' army, like walking away.
Just punches him in the side. Just like shut.
So
Over
it's-
here.
yeah,
And then
stepping
we
distance
tuck
away.
into the corner.
So I think they want it for veterans. Like that's gonna be an honest thing. They want it to house people, right? But
Well, it's not, someone had to do research. Someone scouted that location for some reason or another. Maybe they do want to fix it up, but wouldn't it be quicker to just buy and or build something in better shape?
not really. The building's there. They've only got to patch up a few holes and clean up all the mess, and all the furniture's there, and it's pretty good to go.
Hmm.
Is it even yours to sell?
Well, considering that none of my sisters have come back to claim it, my mom is still missing, and I'm the only person in the actual bloodline that's been back there in 17 years, yes.
Missing?
Yeah, about that. I'll talk about it later. Anyway.
She just kind of. Okay. Yeah. I'm not gonna pressure. That's fine. It's fine.
Like the gonna make me cry meter is like narrating like full behind Vegas.
There's a little sympathetic sort of understood expression, and well, should we get back, or do you have anywhere else you needed to go or out? No.
I still have that sending stone, right?
I imagine so.
And Aspen still has the other end?
That sounds correct.
Yeah.
Actually, someone challenged me to a fight.
Oh?
I was about to make telephone automatopoeia to signify like using the sending stone, but yeah. Hey Aspen,
What time of night is it?
I'll say it's like not quite midnight, but it's getting there.
While this is going on, can I get a quick perception check just to check around us?
Yeah.
Duh.
You see the occasional, just commoners coming through. No no immediate like thieves armor individuals. The very rare Crown's Guard.
What do you want, dog?
Christ.
Did you still want that fight? You know, at the bar with the ring and the ale.
Wait, you mean literally? I was using euphemism.
You weren't being serious?
Well, I would fight you, but I won't fight you by the rules of the silly game.
Deal.
Ah, okay.
So DM, I want to play by the rules while Aspen won't. How would that work? I want to prove that it's all thrills. And I'm going to do it the hard way.
Okay,
So with
DM.
that-
I want to kill Vegas.
Oh, God, this is going to be so fun.
Oh.
Well, it's a interesting encounter. If you play specifically by the rules through performance, I mean, there will be a crowd and you will get some attention, but I don't know. The chances of you winning if the other person is not playing by the rules, it's probably not going to be not as great. You're probably going to lose.
I like
But-
those odds.
But it could be doable.
I wouldn't earn stars off of it, though, right? Because it's not like a scheduled...
It is not especially if you're just going to this bar. A lot of the so-called matches are not official, like, SHL fighters of any kind. They're just people who are fans who have just, like, are experienced combatants to some degree, and they are pretending that they are.
Okay, this will be interesting.
Just on the sending
I'm-
stone. Just, I will meet you at the bar. If you want to wear a mask, it's understandable. In case, you know, your fans are there, you may not want both of them to see you get humiliated.
Oh my God.
Christ.
Vaughn, you see Vegas crush the sending stone in his hand like a humanity in Dark Souls. Okay, hold on. What?
We need that. Don't break it.
No, I didn't. Like, out of
You
kick,
can't
sorry.
break it, it's a magical item.
It's
Yeah, no, it sounds like a challenge.
No, but okay.
Aspen, good.
So, I, Vanya, need to go to the. What's it called? What's the.
Stagger on in.
Stagger on in.
Wait,
You
where are you
are-
going?
I'm going to the Stagger on in.
Why?
Fight. Drink.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh,
I'm surprised you didn't lead it with "I'm gonna kick Aspen's ass."
well, that's a surprise for later. 5 minutes later, or however long it takes. Also, I'm running because I want to beat Aspen there.
Okay. I bet I can beat you there.
All right, we'll fucking have a foot race. I'm down.
Good luck
However-
beating those fucking springy Jerboa legs.
I am so strength and conditioned.
How quickly is Aspen on their way there?
Not rushing.
Okay. Yeah, if you're both sprinting, give me dexterity checks.
Sprinting, but also trying to take like the shortest possible routes, so jumping over tables and anything that gets in the way on the way. So here we go.
Well, Yeah, Vanya, you exceptionally speed off in the distance, and as soon as you start like hopping over stuff to take shortcuts, Vegas is already out of sight behind you. Do you know where you're going?
Nope. Just grabbing people as I run by, like, where's the stagger on in? Quick, 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 quick!
You grab the attention of like two wolves that happen to be heading by, and it's like, further down the road, take 2 lefts and then a right.
Right, thank you, bye. Zoom.
Norman,
Hi,
Yeah, man.
welcome. You have not missed much. We just finished a little interesting ordeal at the Veterans Union, and now Vegas, Vanya, and Aspen are heading to the Stagger On Inn, where Vegas and Aspen are about to throw hands.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. I don't have a map prepared for this because I wasn't expecting this particular thing to happen. So
I could
Didn't miss anything, huh?
give us a white room, and I will draw a boxing ring.
It's gonna be a training lab from Street Fighter.
Danger
Let's
room from
see.
X-Men.
Gosh, it's all digital. I'll just make the computer do it for you.
Oh my god.
I will wring your neck.
I'll wring my own neck.
Not if I wring your own neck for you first.
Let's
So many
see.
hands on me.
Alright, let's see. It's way bigger than I intended to make it.
Yeah.
It is pretty, not great. We will make do.
It's dark in here,
Ah.
but it's safer.
I have dark vision.
Nobody has dark vision in this
Squinting
universe.
really hard.
Dark vision.
Actually, that's a lie.
Nobody
I
is
have
up to
dark
speed.
vision in the group.
You have low
Yeah.
light vision. Not the same.
If I go fiend, I have dark vision.
Okay.
I can see Vegas at any given point. I call it dork
Yeah.
vision.
All
How fucking
right.
dare you? How fucking dare you say that about me?
All right. So,
I'm
Vegas.
still in a void.
Can you not see?
No.
Got it.
Yeah, no, another guy.
Let me just fix vision on this map. Figure. Lighting. Does that work?
I can see Vegas.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
see Aspen and the transparent little eye token, but
The
there's no
observer
environment
token.
yet.
Yeah, that's
It
because
should
it's,
be a
it's
void.
that this is like I said, I didn't have a map ready. This is
Oh, that's
the
fine, that's
extent of it.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
we're both martial classes. I'm not sure we're gonna need a map. We're just gonna run at each other.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we're kind of just gonna be like locked in combat. In which case, then I should ask: is there any sort of like quote unquote map geometry, like elevated positions or stairs to throw somebody down that aren't the ones to Mason's office?
Or is it just a boxing ring?
Yeah,
Yeah.
consider it
It's just a
closer
bar
to
with a ring.
being a boxing ring, if anything.
Okay. I also want to make sure that husky that was fanboying over me earlier, are they on shift?
They
or what- I
were
don't-
they were the
yeah.
bartender, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you see them.
Oh fuck yeah.
So
So
they're serving lots of drinks. The place is quite rowdy at the moment. You head on in. Do you immediately head over that way, or do you wait for Aspen?
yeah, I'm gonna go to the bar and get something to drink.
All right. He
Yeah.
smiles as you approach. He's like, "Oh, Vegas. You've come in
Hi.
to fight a little bit tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
There's somebody I'm about to teach a very important lesson to.
Oh, you're going to have like an actual fight.
Oh no.
Vanya
This is one of my delving crew who needs to be set straight on how fucking cool I am.
is gonna. What? Who are you fighting? What is going
Aspen.
on? You're not. Oh god.
He lets out a hearty laugh and is like, "Well, first round's on me then. I hope you enjoy." And
He's gonna need it.
he pushes one to Vegas, but he also hands one to you, Vanya.
How big is this drink?
This is a tankard of ale.
Oh god. Yeah, it's just gonna be the biggest mouthful. Just like, oh no.
I cheers and I take my little drinky. And then I wait with my back to the door so I can dramatically turn around on my stool when Aspen arrives.
Okay.
I will face the door so I can warn them of Aspen's arrival.
All right, Aspen, you show up towards the bar. You went with Vegas here before. It takes you a little bit. The crowded streets and the nightlife in this particular area is pretty loud, and you kind of rush a bit along your way to get here.
It's hell. People definitely get barged into.
Yes. It's not exactly any better inside here. This is a rowdy bar of a bunch of people who get drunk and fight a lot. So it's not exactly any quieter here, but probably punch
But now I
somebody
have a
and-
mission.
Yes. You could probably get away with punching somebody.
If anyone gets in my personal space, that's gonna happen. Or an elbow.
But as you get in, you see Vegas near the ring, apparently sitting on a stool. And Vanya, where are
Yeah.
you right now?
Right next to Vegas, but facing the door so I can see Aspen. And the moment I see Aspen, I'm gonna elbow Vegas in the ribs.
Right. And, yeah, and Vegas is like, then turns around, like finishes his drink, sets it down loudly and turns around, crossing one leg over the other. And looks at Aspen like, oh, you actually showed up.
I said I would.
God, you're no fun. Like, all right, get a drink.
I'm not here to drink. I'm here to fight, not drink. Maybe I drink after I win, but...
All right, you're on. Is the ring empty?
The ring is not occupied at this time.
What's the rule on throwing again?
Throwing, like, improvised weapon?
No, throwing a dude.
It's opposed athletics, probably.
Like,
Yeah,
I'd
it'd
have
be
to
like
grapple. Is that a pin?
Yeah.
Grapple check on Aspen.
Okay. Contested grapple checks.
Does Aspen's enormous weight have any bearing on this?
No.
Sure.
We'll find out.
Shit.
Okay.
What am I rolling?
Okay.
Sorry.
You roll athletics,
Athletics.
or
Athletics.
acrobatics. Acrobatics to squirm, athletics to just contest with might. Vegas manages to catch you off guard and has you currently grappled. If you're going to try and throw Aspen, I'm going to need you to make a straight athletics check just to see
Okay.
see if you can move them.
God, it'll be so cool if I roll an nat 20. No.
You attempt to even like kind of get them shoved in a direction, and they barely move.
I thought we were fighting. Why are you giving me hug?
I'm guiding you to the ring.
I was going there anyway.
Look, let's get both of you down there. I'll do the fight thing, and you can beat the shit out of each other. Let's go. Come on.
I'm dropping Vanya.
Oh, nice of you to join us. Do you like the void so far?
It's the void. It's fine. I'll be here eventually.
Aspen's just like walking to the ring, just like pulling the axe off the back and a grinding stone out the pocket, just making sure the edge is nice and sharp before getting into the ring.
Now that we're down there, she's gonna. So I'm gonna look at Aspen. Don't kill him, please.
What happens, happens.
Vegas, don't die.
Yeah.
Arm goes up. 3, 2, 1, fight! She brings the arm down.
Sick, thank you.
All
That
right,
was a great timing duo.
we'll get initiative up. Go ahead and roll.
Yep. Oh,
Well, that was pretty unanimous. Aspen, you get the first move.
So I guess Aspen's just gonna get into the ring, square up, just ready. And with that, I'm gonna I will rage, and then I'm gonna fucking bum rush Vegas.
All right.
I assume we've got enough movement to get to each other.
Yeah, don't worry about movement.
yeah, as you draw near, you hear Vegas going, "Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy."
And yeah, we are gonna spring with the axe.
Vanya just sitting cross-legged against the wall, just watching. Don't forget your bonus.
Yeah, that's missing a bonus.
What are you missing?
Con modifier on the first attack.
Yeah, so it should be +3.
Were
So was that 17 then?
Yeah, 17.
That'll hit.
I was gonna say, it was rolled at disadvantage. Was that supposed to be disadvantage?
Oh, no. Why on earth was that rolled at disadvantage? I have no idea why that was rolled at disadvantage, but it wasn't supposed to be. Maybe I just hit a wrong button.
I mean, you hit regardless with that
Yeah, because the
bonus.
first roll in that was a 10, so. But that'll definitely hit. I will help with damage if it doesn't calculate. So 13 damage done to Vegas on the first
That's-
swing.
Not bad.
15 because of the rage bonus.
Ah, yes.
Oh, how about that?
There we go. Alright, so Aspen, you immediately charge in, axe swinging, and get a vicious cut off on Vegas. And now there's suddenly a crowd coming over to watch. Anything else on your turn?
Just the when Vegas is like actually looking at Aspen now. Aspen's normally pretty deadpan, but right now there's like nothing on the face. It is pure focus.
Oh boy.
And yeah, I will pass the turn.
Okay, I'm gonna swing back.
Alright.
Why isn't it rolling?
You have to target me.
Yeah, you got a target.
Oh, I thought I did.
Meets beats.
Alright.
Sick. Shoot. What's minimum damage?
2.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
raging, so I get the
access
resistance.
Yeah.
All right. Any
that's it.
attempts to maneuver, or are you gonna just kind of stay in the corner?
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna try and keep evasive, but like if we're just like remaining in each other's threat ranges, then also I'm going to second wind.
That was
Do, like,
quick.
Yeah, do a quarter of my health in one
That
swing.
was
dude.
real quick.
Well, it's good for his
Barbarians be
head.
like,
That's better.
That was a good heal.
Yeah. So I'm remaining in threat range. I'm like, yeah, in this circumstance, I can't really do anything else, so that's it.
All right.
top of the round, Vanya's just gonna call out, "Don't kill him!"
If he dies, he dies.
What she said.
Why is that rolling at
Oh,
disadvantage?
wow.
No idea why it's doing that.
Attempting to prevent team killing.
Still
Uh,
hits.
I'm not sure. Are you hitting any key binding or buttons?
No,
like that?
I'm just doing the.
Just before you do your next roll or whatever, Dante, just tap Alt and Control a couple of times just to see if it's reading an input that you didn't mean to do.
Yeah. Oh,
Right.
that'll be 8. Should have taken the average. I forgot I can do that actually.
So,
That's 8 damage, though. Yeah.
Yeah, 8 damage as you keep making connecting swings onto Vegas, and now the crowd is looking like they're starting to place bets. Most of it going in Aspen's favor. Your husky friend, who was fanboying over you earlier, is trying to watch from the bar. It's not getting a great view, but you can hear him shouting, just trying to like cheer you on from back there.
Hell yeah. That's all I need. I'm filled with determination once more. And I'm also just reading up on what gives me heat and what doesn't.
There are many things they have in there that give you heat. There are
Yeah.
also, you can also ask me in certain instances if something could give you heat, because it
Okay.
is based off performance in a way.
Yep. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna swing again.
All right.
Or actually, can I grapple?
As part of your attack.
Yeah, my attack action, yeah. Why not? Oh, please, please, please. Okay.
All right. Contested check from Aspen.
With advantage, I think. Is
Yeah,
that right?
because rage.
Oh,
Oh.
so I'll just roll another one.
Let's see. Oh,
Oh,
and
Oh,
even with the advantage, manages to get a good hold in on Aspen. I'll say you get a heat for that, because you
Let's
were
go.
underdog in that case.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Very cool. That's it.
that's it. All right.
Yep.
All right, Aspen, you have now been grabbed by Vegas, making it a little bit more difficult to get some swings in on them.
can I headbutt him?
Yeah, make an unarmed strike. It will be, yeah, it will be at disadvantage because you're grappled.
Reckless.
Unless
Yeah, I'm
you
gonna
reckless-
I'll reckless it. Why not?
All right, so straight roll.
And it's still at disadvantage. Why is it doing that?
First one is the natural one, unfortunately.
Wait, how'd you tell?
If you
can
click the dice.
it, it'll show which dice is rolled first.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
So you try to
Yeah.
lean
Bump
in to
noggins.
headbutt, and you just knock Vegas's hat off.
Is trying to escape the grapple an action or a bonus then?
It is an action. I believe you have to repeat the contest.
Yeah.
Well, if I've used my attack, then I don't have an action, do I?
Nope.
Okay.
All right. So Espen just tried to headbutt you. You have them
Yeah.
held for now.
I sure do. Let me read something. Yeah, okay. Let me see here. Okay, got it. So it's just another athletics roll to pin.
To knock prone? Yes.
Like,
you're
yeah, I'm trying to-
essentially
I'm
shoving.
suplexing Aspen. For flavor.
Yes. Repeated contest, essentially.
Cool.
Aspen at advantage because of rage.
What key
God
do I hold
damn.
for advantage again?
Control?
Yeah.
It keeps doing disadvantage.
Let's
Interesting.
see, 14
just-
plus, what is that, 6? So
Oh.
dirty 20. I've already counted the first one.
Yeah, no, I'm just
Okay.
trying to work it out.
Alright, dirty 20 does not beat 24, unfortunately. Yes, you are able to, in a way, suplex Aspen, who is, I believe, almost, not twice your height, but is definitely, like,
Oh yeah.
larger than you.
I wiggle my way up behind and wrap my hands around what I can of their midsection and, just throw myself backwards.
Alright, so, yeah, go ahead and roll with me a d6.
Sure.
This is amazing.
You wouldn't suplex a bear.
I would have won
I don't
that
know
roll
why I
if
rolled
the
2
dice
there.
Worked right.
Let's see. Let's take the first
Yeah,
one.
you elbow drop one.
So yeah, you deal 1 point of bludgeoning damage to Aspen.
Don't forget
Or,
that would be halved as well.
that was halved.
Okay.
You can't have 1, by the way.
Would become none, wouldn't it?
No, it would be 1.
Rounded down, it becomes 0.
You
No,
no,
it's
that's not
always
how
minimum
D&D
one.
works.
An attack that hits always does at least 1 damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, unless you have a negative strength score, in which case it can be 0.
Alright. Unfortunately, Vegas has a positive strength score.
Could have fooled me.
I mean, if it's
All right.
Wow.
So you now
So,
suplexed Aspen into the
Yeah.
ground, and the crowd lets out a huge cheer in that. I'll give you another point of heat for that.
Sick. I'm gonna let this fire truck pass.
Go get 'em, boys.
Fucking hurry up. Okay, so yeah, rolls off the top of Aspen, so when they're prone, first off, punching my fist to the sky like, oh my fucking god, yes, and then I'm creating a space of 10 feet between the two of us because I don't trigger op attacks when they're prone, right?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, doing that.
The fact I can't attack with a great axe while I'm prone is fucking silly.
That's just D&D.
Yeah.
There's no rules for it.
I feel like swinging a heavy weapon like that while you're on the ground would be
Oh, you could
extremely hard.
absolutely do a sweep for the legs.
You could do it, but it would. I think it would have to be a check because you still need to ground yourself to get leverage to swing.
Yeah. Either way, making 10 feet of space.
Yep. And that's it.
That's it. All right.
Yep.
All right.
Is
Aspen.
getting up a whole action.
Standing up's half your movement speed.
Oh, okay. cool, and Aspen's just gonna get up. There is no reaction from Aspen, nothing, just still the same straight face. Get the impression that under the hair they're probably staring at you.
I'd hope so. You can't fight without looking.
And then just fucking get up and just T-1000 straight at you.
Clothesline.
All right. As a reaction, you can spend 1 heat to make a melee weapon attack against a creature. On a hit, target must make a strength saving throw. So yeah, go ahead and make a attack against Aspen. Do not roll the damage, just to see if it hits.
Oh shit!
11.
I'm gonna
will
burn
miss,
my
unfortunately.
inspiration. I'm gonna burn my
Oh my
inspiration. I'm
gosh.
spiteful.
Okay, re-roll the attack.
Watch it be a crit fail. Okay, that's favorable.
Okay, 20 will definitely hit. Aspen, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Advantage again.
Yes. Let me see if that succeeds or not. 4, 2. Meets beats. So yeah, Vegas attempts to clothesline you to bring you down, but you manage to catch it just barely before they're able to knock you off balance. It is your turn still.
Just
Okay.
no selling it. Just doom.
Yeah, Vegas is like, nice.
I'm gonna go for the reckless again.
All right. Roll an
Why did
advantage.
that? Yeah, I was holding the advantage key, and that just turned it to normal. I have no idea why it's insistent upon.
Disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Do
the
you have
18.
a setting toggled?
Yeah, the 18 on there would hit. Yeah, I
Okay.
feel like you've got something's up with your settings or key binding.
Shit, what's the average damage if I take that again? I think it worked out it was 12 at the moment.
It's
this is one
7
of your-
plus your strength modifier.
Yeah,
This is one of your features, right?
it is.
Yes. Let's see. It is half the dice number plus 1, I believe. So you rolled a great axe, which is what, a D12?
Yeah.
So it'd be 6 plus 1, and then plus your rage damage.
That doesn't sound right.
I'm looking at it right
Average of a D12 is 7. So
now. It
it's
says
half the result plus
half
1.
its maximum plus 1. So yes, it'd be 7 plus the rage damage, so 9.
Yep, 9. Yep.
I'm reading it right here.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do the 9.
Okay. Alright, so 9 points of damage dealt back to Vegas, as you just seem to be pushing in their direction, and they're doing their best to make room. The crowd is definitely cheering back and forth. There's a little bit of a split now. Anything else, Aspen?
No. Is it okay if I refresh the page just to see?
Yeah, go ahead.
It might be. Did you turn the global lighting off on the map? Turn it on, sorry.
Am I blind? Is that what's happening?
Oh,
Wait, is the map not
you
supposed
have
to
a
be all
status
black?
effect on your character token, yeah.
I mean,
That's
there's
rage.
a rage, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind, but I wonder if that might be something. But wait, then I would be rolling a disadvantage, right?
Potentially,
Yeah.
unless your vision token is off. I'm just reading some fixes, that's all. It's not that big a deal, we're adjusting, so.
Well, their vision range by default is 15, so they would still be able to see each other this close. So there shouldn't be any issue with that.
Odd. Alright.
I will add global illumination. We'll see if that fixes it, but I don't think so. Either way, Vegas, it's your turn.
I swing. Huh?
It's not my keyboard or anything.
14 misses, unfortunately.
Sure does. I'm gonna. Yeah, that's it.
Alright. Aspen, you're up.
No, right, retarget. Ooh.
Natural one. Swing very wide. Vegas manages to duck out of the way as you almost get caught on the ropes on the edge of the ring. Anything else for your turn?
No, nothing else I can do.
Alright, Vegas.
Grapple check, Aspen.
Alright, contested grapple check. Advantage for Aspen. God, you're rolling so well on these.
It's such a gamble playing this character, and it works out most of the time.
You managed to get a pin into Aspen again. Go ahead and take another point of heat.
Sick.
Grapple, not a pin, right?
Yeah, you're not been
Just a
knocked
grapple,
prone.
not a
You're
pin.
just restrained. Yeah.
Okay, heat point added.
You should be at 2 total right now.
Yeah, I'm at 2 again. That's it. And I'll mutter to Aspen, "You can tap out whenever you want."
All right.
And turn.
So I can still attack while grappled, right?
You can still attack. It's just a disadvantage. So if you reckless, it'd be straight roll.
Yep.
Also, forget that you have been recklessing, so Gao, your attacks would be at advantage. That includes your grapples. So.
Sick. I'll remember that now.
All right. 24 definitely hits you though.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, 10
boy.
points of damage. You're not looking so great now. You're like on the edge. You still have a good grip on them, but they're wearing you down.
Sure are. Who would have known barbarians hit so hard? Let me check something.
I don't even want to acknowledge that one.
Viola in the room. Hee hoo.
Smiling so big and wide.
That's it. That's the turn.
All right, Vegas. What's the grand plan?
So, if I throw Aspen into the ropes, will they bounce back at me like in the games and like they do intentionally in stage wrestling with the vital throw ability?
You can throw a target up to 15 feet horizontally. So, I will say if you... Yeah, I'll say you could do that.
Do I get any
Vital
kind of
throw
check to stop this or anything?
It's a contested roll, I think.
The target and the creatures in the space it lands in must succeed on a dex saving throw or take bludgeoning damage equal to the fighter level plus strength modifier and fall prone. So you need to make a dex save. Your danger sense, I imagine, would give you advantage for that.
Right. Do I roll that now? Or...
Are you using your vital throw, Gao?
Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't post.
Alright, dex saving throw.
Oh my god.
Nice.
So, yeah. You get thrown back, or they attempt to throw you back into the ring, but are not able to get you moved very far. I will-
Wait. Is it saving for the damage or the movement?
Target in the creature's space lands. Must see. Okay, so no, they're able to throw you, but I'm gonna say that you land against the ropes. And as a result, you don't take damage or get knocked prone or such.
Just sure footing.
Yeah, you're not grappled anymore.
Action surge.
All right.
That was
Where's
a
that
bonus
button?
action. You can't do that.
Oh, it is a wait, but is
Vital
Flight
throw is a bonus action.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
You can action surge
Wait.
isn't a bonus action.
Yeah, action surge
Oh,
is
is
a
it not?
special action.
Okay,
No, it's a
me being
special.
dumb. Never mind.
Making me doubt myself. Anyway,
Bullying you.
and I'm going to
You also haven't used your action, so you have 2 attacks,
exactly.
and they
So-
are at advantage.
Okay, in which case, save the action surge for just a second. I'm still going to probably use it this turn. And I'm going to open with a flying knee.
An unarmed attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna unarmed attack and try and really get as much air as possible for like a flashy flying knee attack.
Okay, make an unarmed attack.
Shoot. So now I'm gonna
It
action
looks
surge.
cool in your head, but
Yeah.
you couldn't get your knee quite up as high as you wished, and Aspen, you're not sure what they were trying to do, but they didn't even get close to you with it.
I'm trying my hardest is what I'm trying.
All right, action surge.
Okay, so yeah, now I action surge. I'm gonna grapple again.
Okay. It's contested rolls, both at advantage.
Oh, at advantage, right?
Yeah, because of reckless. Alright,
Shoot.
let's see. Yep, Aspen, you're catching on to Vegas's antics at this point, and they try to get a hold on you, and you're able to just, like, reach out with your big Urson arms and just push them aside.
Are you having
Given-
fun
given-
yet?
Given the height difference, they've always been looking down at you, but now you get the feeling they're looking down at you.
Yeah, that's fine. You're not having fun yet, Aspen?
There's no response, there's nothing, there's just that straight blank focus.
Alright, it's your turn.
Oh.
19 hits.
This is not reckless.
Got it.
Oh my god!
Holy shit.
How would you like to do this?
Is this lethal damage?
You haven't
Yeah.
been saying otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that depends. Are you trying to knock out, or are you going to hurt Vegas?
I think what we're gonna do is, Aspen's gonna just come in for a real big swing with this axe, and they're noticing it's about to connect, and they know they've got enough knowledge and focus here to know what's gonna happen if that blade connects. So they're just gonna twist it at the last minute. He's gonna get hit in the head by the flat of the axe.
Right.
Alright.
Out cold.
Yeah, just
Huge
smack
bruise.
straight across the side of your head. And you immediately fall unconscious on the floor.
I
I'm
sure do.
going to dash over and feed Vegas a healing potion.
Make sure to target
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
The crowd starts cheering, and you can tell that there's probably an exchange of gold happening between various people. Vegas, you come to with Vanya standing over you.
He's just like holding his head on her knees and just feeding him the potion, just like, oh my god.
Your
Okay.
head
Right.
really hurts.
Oh.
Aspen's just looking around at the crowd that's cheering with a sudden sort of surprise, and they're just gonna kind of try and roll with it, and just like standing tall, just raise the axe with one hand. And just...
while you're mid celebration, I'm gonna like, tug on your leg and like help me get him up.
I will
I'm
grab Vegas
getting
by the
up,
scruff. No, I'm gonna grab Vegas by the scruff.
Oh,
So what was that for? Exactly?
for fun.
Fun?
He had fun.
Did you?
No, it
I
was
think they did.
reasonable.
I suppose that's alright. Let's not tell Charlotte that I used that healing potion on this.
This is our little secret.
Was more
Let's
troubling when I
actually
get from a target dummy.
let's actually not mention that you nearly. Let's go get some drinks.
Oh, I could have killed him. I did not for you.
Thank you. Also, you would have definitely gone back into prison.
He agreed to fight on my terms, not with the rules as they were.
Vanya, I will say there are some off-duty Crown's Guard in the tavern right now.
Yeah. Actually, let's go back to the estate. Let's just get back to the estate.
Vegas pats Aspen on the back as he's exiting the ring. Like, there you go. Yeah, that'll get the chip off your shoulder.
It was a.
He
You said it was a
just
wolf.
limps
Was
out.
the barman, right?
Huh?
The barman's a wolf. You said
Husky.
husky. So Aspen's just gonna yell at you're there, dog behind the bar. This one
Yes?
is buying me a drink for winning.
Yeah,
Drinks are free for the winners. Nobody needs to pay for them.
Excellent. I will take one to go.
We'll push
Vegas
a
like leans over the
pretty
bar like, hey.
decently sized tankard of ale your direction. It is much bigger than most of the other ones that have been served so far. You get the feeling that this might be intentional for the victor.
When Aspen goes to take the tankard, they are just gonna like lift the fringe a little bit so just the husky can see their eyes and just wink, and then take the tankard. And...
Okay. Interesting. The husky takes a second and smiles and just like immediately tries to get back to serving more drinks.
We're not gonna try and kill each other anymore, right? That's
no,
it?
No, it's settled. No, it's all good.
Alright.
And Vegas throws himself over the bar and buys a drink. Just one for the road.
That's on me. How much?
No. This is my fault. I'm my own responsibility.
No,
I'm buying my own drink.
I'm buying you the drink.
Oh, you're so nice.
It's 5 copper pieces.
Just slides that across.
Yeah, and you get another tankard, same as the one you were given the first time.
I drink it and I go home.
You know, Vegas, I think I might actually have a bruise.
You might. Wait, what? Like, yeah, also a concussion. But yeah, no, definitely. Like, side of his face is swollen, eyes like swollen shut, bloody nose. But he's like, uh-huh.
So
Aspen's just like leaning down to Vanya a little bit. Does this look like it is bruising?
where am I looking? Just kind of leans.
But he hit me.
Oh,
I
I
can't
don't
Vegas
see.
is now purple.
I'm not sure.
Very quietly whispers, "I don't see anything."
No, I am not surprised. I at least expected to draw blood.
So heading back to Vegas's estate, give me some perception checks.
Oh, God.
Vegas at disadvantage.
Oh, I don't know why I didn't roll with. That's fine. So yeah, 3 on that perception check.
All right. Yeah, you're still hurting too much. Aspen, you notice while you all are heading back that every now and again you see a pair of individuals almost like following along They look like some of the individuals you saw skirting around one of the previous nights when you were first in Louvain.
Yeah, Aspen's noticing everything because going back with all the people in the streets and stuff, they are overstimulated and freaking out a little bit. So
yeah, you very much pick up on every now and again you see the same two people. They're keeping a decent distance from you, but they're clearly going the same direction you are.
Aspen's gonna wait until Vanya's just kind of in front of them, and then pick Vanya up.
Okay. Not gonna fight back, but very confusedly just hang there a minute. What? Aspen, what?
And like with Vanya's ear like right close to Aspen's face, they are just gonna whisper, "I think we are being followed."
Do you motion to them?
They'd more likely give like cardinal directions, I think.
Okay. We're gonna glance in said direction.
Okay. Make me another perception check, but at advantage, because Aspen is pointing them out.
Oh, fuck. Just awful.
Okay. Looking around, you don't pick out these individuals that Aspen seems to be motioning to.
I don't see them, but what are they wearing? And let's keep moving. Put me down. Put me down.
There are two of them. I'll give the description of whatever they are wearing.
From the attire, it seemed to be like brown leather dusters with hoods. You couldn't exactly get too much details from them, but they were both roughly about the same height. Hard to tell what species they were.
Yeah. Two of them, long coats, hoods, brown coats.
Right, let's just get back.
I will put you down now.
Please, I'm gonna talk to the group. Let's just get home.
Alright.
Aspen will indeed put Vanya down.
Me next. My heart all over.
Alright. So, making the way back to the estate. Have you... I assume at some point you've, like, unlocked the gate. You're no longer hopping the walls, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to double check. So yeah, you make your way through the gates and up the lane towards the estate. Give me one more group general perception check.
Do I even have to roll again?
Oof.
Alright. You head up towards the estate double doors and head inside without issue.
Vanya's clearly too concerned about the staggering dog.
Yeah. Aspen, you head back to your room. I'm gonna make sure Vegas is okay.
No, I'm fine.
No, you're not going. Just humor me, please.
He may have concussion. If he dies in his sleep, then do not inform the guards until we leave town.
I know a great joke for you, Vanya.
You know what?
You said humor you. I'll tell you a joke.
Okay, on the way to your room. Let's go. She's gonna walk him to the room, not knowing where she's going, just kind of letting him guide the way while she's attempting to maintain Vegas's standing.
Yeah, wait, that's an immaculate height difference. You need to make an athletics check for that.
Yeah, I will. I'll humor this.
Yeah. Despite the concussed and slightly inebriated K9, you were able to guide them safely to their room. They don't manage to bump into anything on the way.
Right. Gonna get him into the room, sit him on his bed. And she's gonna hop up, sitting next to him a minute, and say, "Look, why exactly did you do that?"
They asked me to earlier.
Okay.
Or challenged me, I should say.
So you took that on.
Uh-huh.
It's really dumb.
And it was great.
It looked fun, but it doesn't look fun now.
I'll walk it off.
Right. Oh, one more thing, since you
Huh.
said before we part for the night. What is this about your mother? I'm not letting this go tonight. You brought it up.
Oh, I'm too injured. I'm in such pain. Oh, I can't talk.
Just like jab him in the ribs slightly. You don't bring something like that
She
up.
went.
And yeah,
She went missing 3 years after the war started.
after it started.
Yeah.
Okay. As people looked?
Uh,
I mean, I imagine.
I don't know. I mean, clearly not my nurse. She's been here. And conveniently enough, I've never heard back from any of my sisters who I've written over, the course of the time that I was away. So hopefully she's just in Louvain and doesn't want to talk to me, but I don't know why that would be.
Okay. I'm not gonna push this any further, but I'll keep it to us for now.
I appreciate it.
Alright. Well, don't die in your sleep. Do you want me to send Charlotte your way?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay.
Oh. Hey, you want to know why dragons don't eat paladins?
This is the joke. Okay, go
Yeah,
ahead.
he's like biting his tongue. Because they taste lawful.
This is gonna be a very hesitated but clear smirk at the joke. And she's... I hate it, but it's funny, and she's gonna close the door as she leaves. How bad did Vegas look? Is he gonna die in his sleep?
Fine, I got 7 HP.
They'll make it.
Okay.
Somewhere in the distance, Ignatius just flinched.
Because both of those things.
Both
You
of them.
took psychic damage. Both of these nuts. Anyway.
Yeah, Vanya's gonna quietly attempt to sneak back into the room that she was sharing with Aset and Usky, and to not disturb them if they are asleep. I'm assuming Aset is still out, so it's just Usky who's probably awake.
You were actually sharing rooms with Aspen and Usky.
Oh, it was Aspen and Usky, sorry. Yeah.
So,
So
sharing a room with Charlotte.
so yeah, gonna try and sneak into that room, though.
I imagine
if-
Aspen is not, so.
Yeah.
Sneaking?
No, yeah.
What's that?
Stop. Hope you weren't asleep, Usky.
Oh, to be fair, this is probably happening between, while I'm still having that conversation. So,
Yeah.
Usky, were you asleep?
Yeah, were you asleep?
Well, I mean, it depends the hour, I suppose.
I'm
It's like
saying
1
it's,
a.m..
yeah, it's after midnight at this point.
Iski's probably still up at that point. Like, she's probably back from like an evening excursion, but she's almost certainly still awake that late.
Alright. So yeah, you'll eventually notice Aspen and eventually Vanya return to the shared room that you all were using. Any other particular scenes before we close out the night?
I
Yes?
Ignatius wanted to do some snooping.
Oh. Do tell.
I believe I messaged you about it. Let me pull up the details.
Yes. Yeah. I nearly forgot about that. I think it's because you messaged me about it like shortly after the game, so I didn't have it completely on recent memory. Let's see. Okay. Give me 3 checks. We'll start with investigation, persuasion, and insight.
Okay, got it.
Oh.
I just want to confirm investigation, persuasion, insight.
Yes.
All right.
Good start. Okay.
Interesting.
All right. Looking around Louvain, I assume you're doing this later on in the afternoon, or are you doing this closer
Yes.
towards night?
Should I imagine he'd go in the afternoon and it might stay on till night, depending on how long he's
How long
at
it
it.
takes? Yeah. Okay. So I'll say that it probably pushes into nightfall. But looking around, visiting a lot of the local smiths and trying to get a bead on things for your pursuit, you find that most of the smiths that work here tend to manufacture their own arms and armor. There are a few in particular that specifically work for the Crown's Guard, and they distribute arms and armor their way. But you do get a mention that at one point somebody was attempting to almost like muscle in on another blacksmith's distributors? Yeah. And you do learn that the Silverclaw Company has tried to set up shop in Louvain at one point. With a little bit of searching around, you have come to the conclusion, with a few people, that the only people in Louvain, or at least in this region, that are buying up Silverclaw weapons are the Thieves' Army.
Okay.
But in terms of
That's-
any like actual Silverclaw stands or such, there's none here in Louvain. Where they are likely being manufactured somewhere else and being shipped here.
Yeah, it was mentioned there was that silver mine that was cleared out in one of the islands. I recall that. Okay, would that be all I'd be able to find for the day?
Yeah.
Alright, Ignatius would head home and turn in for the night at that point.
Alright. And then I will say everyone can go ahead and get your long rest in. It's set. How late would you have stayed out with Veronica?
Probably around 2 a.m.-ish.
Okay. You eventually...
Enough to have a good night, so to get her, so to speak, but she is going to return to the estate to actually sleep there.
Yeah. You do have to guide Veronica back to where she's staying, because she got pretty drunk.
That's totally fair.
So you're able to drop her off and head back to the estate with very little issues and get a pretty joyous night's sleep. And just for funsies, I'll pull the estate back up.
Yahoo!
Wahoo!
He's in my house.
You live here. I live here.
I live here,
I live
Our house now.
in the middle of our street.
Aspen's still raging.
Sleeping, but fucking fiercely.
Sleeping right that, but angrily.
Dreams of battle.
Clenching your fists at your sides in your sleep. Face is screwed up into a scowl. It's like, how'd you sleep? Oh, great.
Yeah.
Yes, you wake up in the morning. Everyone feels relatively good. Vegas, your head's still pretty sore from last night.
I feel like I got hit by a bear.
Aspen, if you're doing water again, do it quickly.
Good morning, Mouse.
Sure.
Do we think Vegas has died in sleep?
No.
Oh well.
I need a moment. Husky!
Yes?
You having coffee again?
Do you think I'd be up without the promise of it?
You've been around me too long. Oh, I had questions later, but later, when no one else is listening.
Understood.
In Fiendish, that doesn't include you.
You're directing that at Thalkiel?
Yeah, the only
Okay,
person that
fine.
speaks Fiendish in the room. Other than us.
Morning, Vegas.
You don't get a response back.
That's fine. He's allowed to be there, that's fine.
Passing Aspen, Vegas is like, a and like does 2 fake punches in their direction. And then continues to the kitchen.
That would get a smirk.
Charlotte,
Yes?
can you make sure Vegas doesn't have some sort of brain damage?
What happened?
Vanya, I take
just a-
offense to that.
Just a fight with
What happened now?
Aspen. It was just a friendly brawl, but you know what that
Well, that-
means with.
friendly
You could have
brawl,
just said I got jumped.
No, this is more fun.
That.
People know.
What did you do, Vegas?
I fought Aspen, and it was cool.
It was actually pretty fun to watch.
That's what kept you two out so late last night?
Well,
Yep.
yeah.
Did you win?
No, Aspen rocked my shit, actually.
Oh, wow.
You weren't really trying to win that fight, I don't think, though.
Damn, you just got
Thanks, Vanya.
undersold.
Charlotte is going to be inspecting Vegas for injuries.
I'm fine.
Medicine check.
It's like a crescent moon-shaped imprint on the side of his head.
Yeah.
A meager 11.
It's hard to see if there's any lingering damage.
Well, it was worse last night, so if he's looking good now, then that's fine.
Well, you didn't die in your sleep, so that's good.
I'm too strong to die in my sleep.
Aspen's
Just
gonna
mean-
get some hot water and some breakfasty-looking stuff.
How did
I was just worried you would have concussion, but it seems you're fine. Probably a bit bruised.
Damn right, I'm fine. Finger guns.
Actually, can I cook breakfast? Is there stuff to cook breakfast in here?
There are plenty of ingredients if you would like to make a survival check for me.
Seth,
go.
Charlotte, how was your nights?
Oh,
Fuck.
wonderful.
I feel so bad, Dante.
Why are these always so bad?
It's kind of
Just
funny.
unfortunate. It means that when you finally work up to it, it'll be worth it.
Yeah.
So yeah, you start putting stuff together. You feel like you've got the beat on it. Delilah's not here to smack your hands. So, serviceable, maybe? Also, Ignatius, are you still in bed?
No, Ignatius would be out of bed at the time, mulling around as everyone else sort of goes over the battlefield injuries.
Okay. We have the map up, and you were just over there.
Oh, my apologies. I had my character sheet up the whole time.
The Iggy is EB and EB too sleepy.
So you said a wonderful night, is that? What happened?
It was a date night, dear. Use your imagination.
Oh, I didn't even know you were going on a date. Okay. I'm glad it was good. Husky, did you get up to any of your normal mischief?
Well, it wouldn't be a successful night otherwise. As long as we're here, I might as well enjoy it.
Bit of a smile. And Ignatius, where were you?
I was about.
Mm-hmm.
AG.
What
No,
what
you're
were
a
you
dragon.
doing?
About, you say?
Up
On
to
a
anything good?
personal matter, it was primarily tedium.
Ah. Okay. Yeah, Aspen and Vegas had a fight last night.
Aspen's gonna spread around some breakfast and hot water.
The coffee is very quickly made and dispatched amongst people
And why did they fight?
for fun.
For fun.
Ah, of course, for fun.
For glory.
And I'd do it again.
Not here.
Judging by the dent, I don't think there's too much glory.
I wouldn't mind a sparring match, not with Aspen. Just very quickly.
Not all of us like to see our blood taken out of us quite that much.
I have an issue with that.
To be fair, I was just making euphemistic joke, but then Dog took it seriously and I had to beat him.
That doesn't sound like it's for fun.
You didn't have to. Wink.
That just sounds
Duh,
like a plain
I did.
fight, yes.
Everyone
It's
had
fine.
a great
It
night.
didn't take much doing.
I suplexed you at least once, and that's all I need to consider that night a success.
Duh, you did. That was, I have never been cuddled in a fight before.
Oh wait, you lost the race we had too. She just smiles.
Oh yeah?
I definitely.
Oh, it's
beat
fine.
you
Keep
there.
it coming. Keep it coming.
You mentioned. I think you mentioned something about a group league or something.
I think the impressive
Yeah.
thing about the suplex was that not only did you lift me, but you managed to push me down so gently.
Yeah, there's Delver's portion of the league now that's relatively new, Vanya.
The ignoring of Aspen's comment is fantastic. She looks at Aspen with this. Really? Like, do you have to keep rubbing it in?
No, it's funnier this way. Go on.
It is.
Is it for more than two, or is this sized by group?
I think it's sized by group. I didn't ask Mason when I had the opportunity.
They told you it was a 4-on-4.
4 on 4. Never mind. Forget everything I just said. It's a 4 on 4.
Alright. And you're not supposed to actually hurt each other.
No, there's rules. It's a staged fight,
Mm-hmm.
but both sides are trying to win. It's just that we're also simultaneously trying to cooperate to make it entertaining for the audience.
To be fair, I was just trying to kick your ass, and the audience seemed very entertained.
Exactly.
So there was something about like a spellcasting division or something like that.
Yep.
You're thinking of joining? Looks to Charlotte.
Charlotte, to clarify, it doesn't matter what division you're in. Like, I could face a spellcaster even in, the martial ranks. It's kind of open ended, but yes, there is division for spellcasters exclusively.
I mean, I want to try it. I don't want to wrestle.
I'll take you to Mason next time I go and speak with him. We'll see.
Is that a question?
Yes.
Where's your... Was it Mocha? Where's Mocha?
Back in the bedroom.
Oh, what does it do when we're here? Just kind of stands there, or...
Stands there.
Sit around
menacingly.
mostly, yes.
Okay. It's very well behaved, considering I've not seen an Oryx outside of Oneria before.
I mean, I would assume that to be a good thing, no?
Oh, yeah.
Mocha let me pet them.
What? Just
No way.
distracted.
It happened the other day.
I want to pet them.
I want to pet them. I've been trying to pet them.
Maybe you need to be more relaxed.
I'm very relaxed, currently flexing.
She doesn't appreciate it when people come on too strongly.
Well, I kind of understand that personal space and all. So where did you find her exactly? Because we were in Dole, and well, you came back after being away for a little while, and I mean it's a long way from Oneria.
Don't worry about it.
Insight check.
Absolutely.
You didn't.
I remember. Go on.
You didn't steal Mocha, did you?
Can I assume Ignatius is able to make an insight check as well?
I did not.
Yeah, anyone that's listening can make an insight check.
I'm gonna have to make an
Oh my
insight
God.
check. I'm sorry.
If you're trying to hide this, Vera, you would make deception.
Here we go. Here.
So yeah, only Vegas, Ignatius, and Vanya are able to pick up on your caginess.
Alright, that's okay.
I remember last time we tried to check a set on that. She was like, "Oh, in the woods." And we were like, "Oh, yeah, in the woods, yeah."
Vanya wasn't conscious for that conversation, so that was the night after Stummy hurt.
Tummy ache night.
Yeah.
I threw up.
Oh, they're nice at least. Are you gonna get more animals, or is it just Mocha?
Just Mocha for the moment.
Okay.
The next time Ignatius is possible to get near Mocha, he's gonna detect evil. That's the thing. Oh, sorry, sense it. Divine sense.
Yeah. And the next time that Vegas gets near Mocha, he's going to try and pet again.
So what's our plans today? Are we just gonna go about our own stuff? Are we planning on leaving? What's going on?
Well, I've got about 3/4 of my affairs squared away now.
Right, what's the last?
Huh?
What's the last quarter?
Oh, I just need to speak to somebody
Okay.
and check in with Mason before we leave town, etc.
Oh, I should come with you.
Right.
I wouldn't mind coming along too, especially after, well,
Who wants to come with to the place I got beat up last night?
Where did you get beaten up last night?
The stagger on in.
That would be fun, I suppose.
it's just for
Oh, why
talk.
not?
It sounds like. But
It's just a quick visit. I already got paid from the actual last fight that I had.
anyone else have any business here?
Out of character, no one else in the group besides Vegas and Vanya were open about the Thieves' Army thing, right?
I believe.
Oh,
Yeah.
Vegas. I mean, okay. So Vegas left it, or at least with the group listening in and speaking on it, Vegas said, I'm going to ignore them for now, even though last night Vegas and Vanya went and met at the Veterans Hall.
Yeah, the meeting with
Yeah.
the Thieves' Army was just between Vegas and Vanya. No one else.
Yeah.
No one else knew.
But everyone was present at the table when it was
Yeah.
discussed. So.
Everybody knows that it's a topic.
Oh, this is gonna be so funny. Okay,
Yeah.
so Ignatius would sort of get Vegas's attention.
Yeah.
From last night, you said you were in conversation with members of the Thieves' Army. Is that correct?
No, that was the night that we got here and then went out on the town. The night before Aspen woke up in jail the next morning, that's when I got tailed back here when I separated from the group to see if this place was even still here to begin with.
This is what 2 weeks of not playing does to my brain. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Okay. I was interested if you would perhaps take them up on that offer. I believe I have some business, and I think an inn like that would be quite helpful.
I see. I'll have to consider it. I don't want to tarnish any reputation I have with the storied League
It is a sensitive matter,
of Storied Histories.
so no
yeah.
issues if you simply decline. I'm merely asking.
I'll consider it.
I appreciate that. Now, off to the stagger on in, or does anyone else have something to bring up?
Ski, I want to check the cellar later.
You think there's a ghost?
Feel free.
Ski thinks there's a ghost, clearly.
I've simply posited the possibility of one.
Posited rhymes with positive, which means you're sure of it. So yeah, probably.
Oh, yes, again.
Vanya looks like she's about to speak up about the rhyme and just stops. Let's go do this with Vegas, and then
Mm-hmm.
I guess we can find out what else. I mean, Isette, did you have anything else here?
Not in particular, no.
And Charlotte?
I'm just looking. I want to see about this spell casting division. I don't have
Two
much
birds with
else.
one stone.
Perhaps spend
Yeah.
some more time with Veronica while I can get it, but... Well, that's how it goes.
And Ignatius, just the potential Thieves' Army thing?
It'll be a complex matter, but yes.
And a ski? Do we need more time in the archive, or...?
I think that getting out of here and looking after some of those leads could get us a bit more interesting information for now.
Alright. Then yeah, I don't have anything other than what we've already talked about, so...
Alrighty.
All right.
Lead the way again. Or should I beat you there again?
Not this time, and I'll pick Vanya up and tuck her under my arm so she can't beat me there.
I'm going to squirm free from that.
Okay, but yes, let's go.
There you go. 14 to get out.
I'll contest that. Why not?
Go ahead and roll contested athletics.
God damn it.
You are not wiggling free. You're just kicking legs.
Just hangs there after a moment. It's just like, I'm getting fed up with this.
Mm-hmm.
And we will continue on that after our break.
Yahoo!
Quickly bully Gal while I go AFK.
What? Why?
Oh, okay.
Get wrecked.
All right,
get
bring it. Bring it.
Bullying you, bullying you, bullying you, bullying you.
Like taking physical damage.
I'm gonna make a drink. I'll be right back.
Cow with a poison effect.
Viola, I just want you to know, exclusively because of you, while I'm playing Helldivers, if you hit someone else with a stim, the character will sometimes just go stimming you, so all I can hear is stimming you, stimming you, stimming you, stimming you.
I love the on the propaganda stream that's on the warship, the advertisement for the stims, the little like demonstration model when it gets stuck goes, ah, delicious.
Be back.
I have my dog get her shots, and now I have another dog getting beaten up here. What's going on?
Need to get your dogs in order. This is map called.
Man,
Man.
next week is the fact I'm almost done with air is still weird to me. I don't like this gap in my memories that is like in my brain power now that's ending. It's scary.
I return.
Oh, well.
Oh, whoa. Dante just told me how much damage you did in that entire fight. You don't want to know.
No, I know I didn't do a lot. It's not the
What's
point.
your guess? I know it wasn't the
6?
point, but no.
5?
No.
3?
Yeah.
Nice. I figured.
One-on-one fights versus fucking barbarians are not fair. So I'll come back. How is the spray banditing going, Viola?
I heard that.
I heard that too.
Oh, the streams have been very fun. We went on vacation for one edition of the stream, did a few crimes, went home, fantastic stuff. Now we're fighting the robots.
Dude, all the robots are so fucking good in Teardown.
The robots? Okay.
Yeah, next stream we are going
You're
to
talking about
open.
Teardown.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna open
it's
with
great.
the mission where you have to avoid the robots in the mall.
It's so good. Like, after playing that game where you just don't have any enemies whatsoever, you have to deal with that thing, and it's just so fucking good.
Because I thought the helicopter was bad when you first encountered that, so...
Well, yeah, but it's like...
Oh boy.
Yeah.
The helicopter came back in the most recent episode.
Oh no.
I love that game. That's such a fun game.
It is one of those games where I want to be able to play it, but my brain is not large enough, and my ADHD is too strong, and I just can't focus.
It's an
This is my
immersive sim.
superpower. Only I have the ability to be the spray bandit.
I just start smashing things for the fun of it, and
Yeah.
that's kind of it.
My friend once described it to me as, it's an immersive sim, but everything is a box that you can stack to solve your issues with.
just watching Viola figure out that she didn't need to blow the barrels up in the places
Yeah.
they spawned, and just dragging them across the map was the funniest shit. Just watching
Putting
you
them
pile
all
them
on
up
the
on the
same
boat.
boat, which I shoot from the escape boat in order to complete the mission in 3 seconds.
The camera for the recap is just doesn't move. It's over.
I want to make a point that I find funny.
Hmm?
This is mostly for Gao. I assume Gao's back.
Yeah, guys here.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah. So I played in a Tuesday D&D game that Jade runs as well, and I took twice as much damage in that campaign just by licking a magic arrow than I did from this fight tonight.
Yeah, Dante thought it was an amazing idea to have the Dragonborn Ranger, the druid gave them fire weaponry with one of the spells they've got, and they pull an arrow out of their quiver, look at it, and then lick it, and took 6 bloody damage. It's the max damage that could be rolled with that
That's
damage.
so funny.
They didn't know how the arrow. They didn't know how the magic worked,
It
and
was spicy.
he explores the world with his mouth.
Oral fixation, but in the
Yo.
worst way.
He's like a dangerous chlorine-filled toddler.
Yeah, that's accurate. I actually think your pet companion is smarter than you.
I don't think so.
I think it might be.
No, Catherine's not smarter.
Hold on. Let me look this up. You're what, like you got like a 12 in intelligence, right? On that range.
I forget.
I know it was lower. Drake one. It has. Oh no, never mind. It has a -1. Yeah, you're right. It's at 8. Okay, it's not smarter than you yet.
Yeah, Moss is at a 10.
Yet.
It's only just. The funny thing there is that Kevin can read, apparently, so...
So can Moss, technically.
Oh my god.
I love that character so much.
Moss is a fucking menace.
Yeah.
Poor Joel.
But you said Moss, like the object, like the plant.
Moss.
Yes,
Moss is
Moss.
the ranger, yeah.
That's his name.
Green Dragonborn, by the name of Moss, is a problem. Licked a fire arrow to see what the magic was doing to it.
His actual name is Ingarali Thalsa, but he doesn't like going by that, so he just goes by Moss, because that's what people tend to call him a lot, because he grows moss and plant life between his scales all over his body, because he is a stealth forest hunter. And
He's a
lay
stinky
on the
boy.
forest ground, and yeah, he refuses to shower because that would dislodge the moss and stuff, but he will, like, lower himself into a swamp.
He's
Dude,
like
that's
one
how
of
you get
those-
sepsis.
Yeah, he's like one of those dudes on TikTok that's like, I'm trusting the process and not showering for a month, and my skin will be revitalized. And they're like
Yeah.
crusty as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
But, like,
also a
it's cool-
simp for an actual dragon, so.
Koki
Me too,
Leomatai,
me too.
yeah. The one that Torvi killed.
Old Norbone.
Oh gosh. This session started so chaotically. I'm interested in if we can keep this chaos going.
I have some ideas.
I'm gonna actually reset my fucking Discord for a moment because it's having a weird
Yeah,
one.
me too. Mine
Keeps
is
losing the
Bye.
button.
Have a
Like
nice
Uno's.
day.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, is it doing it for everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like just a general thing.
Yeah, maybe I won't then.
Mine, if I queue up, I don't hear it, so it's definitely
Okay.
it's a glitch. I'm just gonna assume people can hear me and hope for the best.
Yeah. And the fucking gifts aren't showing for me either.
Oh yeah, that's just I would not touch it.
Yeah, Discord's currently a bit scuffed.
Isn't it always?
That gift.
Okay,
is
fine.
the
It's
best.
scuffed more than average.
Isn't it? No, I'm kidding. I keep forgetting that my talk head also animates on Discord now. So I keep staring at it and going, ah, wow, 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 wow. Like with the
And I'm
mouth.
back.
Oh wow 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 wow! Welcome back.
Ah, wow, wow, wow.
Hey, Beal, I got a favor to ask of you.
Oh boy.
I need you to take the profile icon I have of Ignatius and just make it spin.
In what way?
I just want him to spin rapidly front center, like a
You-
record player.
I mean,
You
you
should
can do
spin
that
one a
right now
GIF?
with your token.
Nah, in Discord,
Hey,
Oh,
wait, like
gosh,
just
well,
like a
then
GIF.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I suppose it's an
Yeah,
option.
shoot me your icon. I got this. I can do this in After Effects in like 3 seconds.
Oh, please.
Oh, yeah, one sec.
I only have CSP. It would probably take me so much longer.
Yeah, you'd have to go frame by frame and edit to
Yeah.
rotate it, which I've done before.
That sounds like pure pain.
That's
That
fine.
sounds awful.
Well, it's not. Yeah, it's actually not as much of a problem anymore because they in like the last year or two they added tweening, which was like what Flash was huge for.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, you could do it. in
Gotcha.
CSP. Anyway,
All right, we're all here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so heading back to the Stagger on Inn as one big group, you make your way inside. Set, are you bringing Moko with you? I assume you are.
Sure.
Okay. It's not even noon just yet, so there are very few patrons kind of gathered around at the time. You head in through the main doors. There's currently no bartender on duty, it looks like. You do spot a familiar figure of Dione up on the second floor.
That's my boss. I'm gonna go up because I too need to have a word with Mason.
Oh, Aspen's absolutely going with.
Oh yeah, no, come on, let's hold hands.
Are you sure it won't damage you?
I'm strong enough. I can take it.
That's what you thought last night.
And it was great. Anyway, yeah. Is Dion like in Mason's office or outside Mason's office? I don't get that.
You can see her figure from like the balcony railing. You can't tell
Yeah.
she's not facing outwards, so she does not see you. But as you head up further, you can tell that she is in fact currently talking with Mason. As you get to the top of the stairs.
I want to eavesdrop on like the first second of that conversation that I can hear, just to make sure it's not like private.
Okay. Perception check. Little hard to make out from here.
That's fine. I'll just like poke my head in first. Hi.
Oh, Vegas. There you are.
I'm not interrupting anything, right?
No. Come right up.
Okay, I brought company, and then like the clown car empties. And
Suddenly every Delver is there.
Yeah.
Everyone's here.
Alright. Mason looks between the larger group, is like, oh, wasn't expecting such a big delving crew.
My friends have caught wind of the delving division and would like to join. Some of them.
Oh, really?
Wait, we what now?
Some, wait. Raise your hand if you were one of the people who were interested.
Charlotte.
Yeah. Yep. If that's... Oops. Everyone. I mean, one person then.
Vanya did too.
Oh yeah, Vanya did too. I didn't.
Yep.
Sorry, I think I didn't hear.
So, Charlotte and Vanya. Mason looks between the two. Okay. Well, that could potentially be arranged. It's a little bit slower getting delving crew matches put together, but not impossible.
Yeah. Well,
Though,
I heard Darnell was trying to organize something.
Darnell was looking to try to find a delving crew for himself. Something he could get into. So that could potentially be an avenue of connecting your fights back.
I mean,
you would need at least one more participant, though.
we could get Darnell in here.
Huh?
If no one else from the delving crew wants to join, maybe Darnell could.
Darnell's getting his own delving crew at the moment.
Oh.
He's taking up delving.
And we can't be on the same team until we're like off season.
Yes.
Okay.
I could be persuaded.
Ooh,
I think you'd
like
be
this.
a fun fighter.
It could be a theme.
Exactly. Everyone's
What do
got
you
a
mean
theme.
a theme?
Well, I don't know. You know how like some teams would have like themes based off themselves, and I cast like Arcane, Radiant, and a ski casts that kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
And we have someone large, Vegas, and someone small, like you, Vanya. It's a contrast, but together.
I think what Charlotte's getting at is that everybody can be their own unique brand in the ring.
She does have a point. You all do have a little bit of a contrast from each other, and that is attractive for showmanship, so...
I would only join in if you want to win an actual fight instead of play pantomime.
Just both Dion and Mason just kind of like looking up in your direction.
There are still plenty of dungeons out there to sate your bloodlust. We can put on a bit of a show if we want to.
Well, I've been really out here bringing the I couldn't join the army, I'd punch the drill instructor energy this group needs.
Yeah, true.
I mean, if
I
Vegas
would
is the
need
drill instructor.
I would need to talk to Vegas
Just a coach.
and the rest before I'd need to talk about something. But yeah, I think this sounds good.
It's something that they're considering, and I wanted to bring it to your attention while I was still in town. Which brings me to my next point. We're going to be leaving soon for... I didn't write it down.
To the north.
Yeah, the other place. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We all know what you're talking about.
Were we heading north or south? Like, we had leads going both ways.
How's it pronounced? The next dungeon lead, that is.
The next dungeon lead, I just had it up. Lake Rhineblest.
Yes, we are heading that way, and that is where I will be for the foreseeable future after how many days travel is that?
It's a while away.
It is a decent distance.
Right. But yeah, so that's... I will be headed in that direction, and after that, I might stop back here, but I'll try to remain in contact.
Of course. Gion's gonna be with you, so I will make sure to get a hold of her whenever we need to arrange things, but I think you're good to set out for now. If you're heading north, I'll definitely consider some of our Orion fighters up there.
Sounds fun. I hear they're particularly deadly.
They're definitely a lot more varied. Some of the best spellcasters, at least, in that area. Wannabe war mages, as it were.
Oh no, I hope I don't get hit by a magic missile.
I am sure I could set you up and fight against actual war mage if you want.
Oh, you know a few?
Duh.
Would you fight a war mage?
Both Mason and Dion are now looking at you like, wait, what? You know a war mage. Not any of the public-facing war mages, the Jaegerbolt, right?
No, not... Well, I have met and spoken to some of them, but no, that's not who I was thinking of.
Enraptured attention, just staring at you.
Well, I don't know where this conversation is going, and that's... I've never been more attentive to one. You go on.
War mages are a big deal, right?
Duh.
And you just know some.
It is not a big deal that I know some, but yes, duh. They're a big deal. Me, no.
Dion kind of like nods. Yeah, generally war mages keep their identities pretty concealed. There's a few exceptions. The Berendi, for example, is a war mage, but he rules all of Auria, so... And then his advisor is also a war mage. But beyond that, most of the war mages are very secretive.
I believe I met them when I was younger. But there are world mages that if you know them, you know them. It's just a thing.
Are you related?
Go back to your older topic.
That silence was so loud. Well, okay, so we're heading up there, and her eyes aren't leaving Aspen at all during this. And I guess we're going to Aurea after, because there's some leads up there that me and Nasuke wanted to check, if that's okay with everyone else.
You mean about the missing Delver?
Yeah, and something else, but yeah.
Oh. I mean, I'm sure we can knock both out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, was there anything else you were interested in talking about?
So, if we
How
get
was your
signed
day?
up,
Oh, go on, Norman.
do we have to like sign up for a delving group? Do we have for this fighting group? What's the procedure?
Well, if you all are going to participate in a delving fighting group, you'll probably have to get some amount of paperwork done. You'll probably be under Dion for managing purposes,
That's
just
fair.
to make it simpler on everything. But like I said, organizing a fight may take a bit, because we have to find another delving group that would seem like a good match for a show. And then we also have to organize where they end up meeting and so on and so forth. So it could take some time, but doable. The paperwork would probably not be a big deal. But we could let you know a little bit more about that. Contact you through Dion, of course. Unless you were looking to register up as your own fighter.
Is it possible to do both?
I mean, Vegas is doing both.
Oh, I thought he had like some special condition or something. I mean,
What?
I would.
Well, if you're gonna do the delving division, and Vegas is gonna be a part of that, then Vegas is doing that and the all combat division.
Because I was thinking about looking to like the spell casting division.
Ah. Got an eye for some more dramatic shows with lots of explosions and such.
I mean, I have never done something explosive, but I mean,
Spellcasting division is very flashy. It is. Most of the spells are cast with a little bit extra flair for showmanship. It's a little bit more of an art than it is practical.
Charlotte has the power of God.
You'd be very careful of that. Spiritual weapon can be whatever it wants. I'll absolutely sign up for it. It could be fun.
All right. We will definitely get into some paperwork for that. You're a cleric, aren't you?
Yes, a cleric.
All right. We will need some time to get something like that organized, but we could work on it. For now, you'll need to work on a persona, like Vegas. What do you like? What kind of stage character are you playing?
Oh! That caught me off guard because I thought... I mean...
Charlotte, do you think I acted like this before I, met you and
I
all
thought
that?
that was. I thought you were just like that.
Duh, I did
I
as
am just
well.
like that. You're right.
I don't think any of us would have put it past you by this point.
Just means you're doing a good job.
I'm the best.
Never breaks character.
Kayfabe till the day you die.
Never let them catch you slipping.
No, for the bit.
Well, I was thinking maybe something like a mystic or perhaps a seer. I've delved in a little bit of divination magic before. And I think it's for some showmanship.
You could go by Madame Rhines.
Maybe.
Ooh.
Wear a veil that covers your eyes so you're not looking, but you can see anyway.
Ooh.
We would have to drop the everybody's mother energy.
Ooh.
Madam Runs, huh? That's an interesting name.
Madame is kind of,
It's like a seer thing, right?
Yes.
People do card readings and stuff.
Yes, I've done a little bit of that before.
You could, that was showmanship itself.
I'm thinking something about seers and cards would be the best thing, but this is what I'm going for. I'll need to think of a name, though.
Well, call me curious. Your last name, Rhines, is it?
Yes.
Okay. No relation to the Archmage, Rhines.
Who?
The Archmage, William Rhines?
Trying to think if I knew anything about a William Rhines.
Would Samson have said anything about this at any point in your relationship?
Nope.
So I have no roles.
No.
She's gonna be confused. No, actually. There's gotta be common last names.
Yeah, that's fair. People do share last names.
Maybe you could work that into the character, though.
It's a fun idea.
It would seem kind of weird to impersonate like a famous archmage.
It's a bit more of a recluse, so I don't think as many people are familiar with him.
I might think on it.
Husky doesn't really have to change much, though.
I thought of immediately a word came to my head, and I'm like screaming, no, no, no.
Do it.
Does anyone know Cardcaptor Sakura?
Yeah,
I'm sorry!
Yeah.
Vaguely.
Nope.
Because I'm thinking of Cardcaptor as a potential title.
Could work.
I like it, and I don't know about Magic the Gathering.
I had no idea what it was when you said it.
It's an anime.
It's an anime.
Unsurprised.
Sailor Moon, but Yu-Gi-Oh! There you go.
In fairness, I had a little inspiration from it, but Charlotte the Cardcaptor, or Cardcaptor Charlotte? I'm thinking, or maybe I just say the Cardcaptor. If I want to keep a whole different persona.
Mysterious.
The Cardcaptor. I think I'm going to stick with that as a placeholder.
An interesting start. You have time. We've got to get stuff in order, so definitely think on it, work on it, maybe draw inspirations from different things, perhaps even your god.
Wait, we need a name for the group too, and then me and Aski need to think of names.
Oh, that does raise an interesting question. What do you call yourselves, gesturing to, like, your whole group?
We never.
A fine mess.
Delvers.
We're not calling ourselves that.
We're just delvers. We haven't really.
Well, there are many Delvers. Are you telling me you haven't settled on a Delving name?
We're
No.
a fairly new group.
Why do we need names
Really
for
no.
delving?
I
Right.
just sort of ended up here.
Well,
Hi,
You may
Iggy.
have noticed that there isn't much of a unified identity to the crew.
The last two groups I've been in had their own names, but I didn't think it was mandatory.
it's not mandatory, but if you're gonna earn, reputation, get better leads and such, most people tend to learn delving crews' names. Who's reliable, who's not. Those that tend to stick around the longest tend to become a little bit higher status. Also,
Eh,
kind of-
fine. You may call yourselves Aspen's Delvers.
Absolutely not.
Looks at Aspen like.
There is a
"Hmm."
definite smirk on Aspen's face.
Let's figure that out later. It's not we've gone into 4 dungeons. It's not exactly.
Vegas.
I mean, if it's gonna take some time to get a
Yeah.
group
Oh.
fight going, I mean, we'll have some time to work on it.
Well, no, but they're talking about our name of as an actual delving group, Charlotte.
I believe some large estates have names different from just the family name, yes. Would your estate happen to have an individual name?
No.
Like, was that idea?
Wait, were you asking the name of the estate?
Yeah.
Was that what
No,
I
I
found
get the-
out, or
I
was
know
that
what
the
you mean.
like the name of the building? You mean, not the?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Never mind.
Like Tradiga House has nothing.
Yeah,
to do-
yeah.
there's no- yeah. Yeah, no, I was just thinking that may have been a good idea if there was name, but
What about Dream Team?
I kind of like that.
I think it would be a little more interesting if we had, one of those sleepmancers, sonomancers.
Let's work on it again. Something else to work on. Lots of names to think about. Now you got me self-conscious.
Comes with the territory.
He said doesn't say anything. She just kind of raises her eyebrows and looks over at Charlotte.
Cosmic Comrades.
well, it'll give you time to think on that, obviously. Imagine it might come to you at some point. I don't think every delving crew knew what they were going to call themselves before they head out into the dungeon.
Stardust Crusaders.
I mean, we did meet in the Bristle Inn.
Oh, maybe.
Brokeback Mountain. No, I'm kidding.
Norman.
Okay.
Well, you killed him with that.
Bristle. What else Bristle had? It had ale. It had.
I think we can think about this later.
Yeah, let's not do that right here. Are we?
That's
we
going to
done
be it,
with them?
Mason. Thank you for seeing us.
No problem. It was a pleasure seeing you again.
You too.
Dion just kind of looks over. Is like, "Are we planning to leave soon-ish? Should I get the wagons ready?"
No, give it a day or two. I'll let you know.
All right.
All right, gang. Let's search for clues.
Yeah, where are we going?
What was the
Um,
next stop?
The archive, I believe.
Yeah.
No, I asked Usky about it, but there was no reason for us to go. So unless other people need to go,
I have a reason to go now.
okay.
I mean, yeah. Oh wait, Vegas actually wanted to like check the cellar with our resident ghost detector.
definitely,
Me
definitely
too.
going for that.
Oh,
That's all I got planned.
Was there anything else involving the Veterans Union, or was it just that?
Vegas
Well,
was thinking about it, right?
Yeah.
I told them that I would consider it. I'm going to visit them before we leave town, but right now
got it.
I'm just sitting on it.
Okay. So there was mention of Charlotte needed to go back to the archives.
yes.
Okay.
What for?
Oh, hang on. Okay, the mic's working good. I was getting like the command sound. I'm gonna be looking to archmages. I'm gonna be looking for things concerning a William Rhines.
Hee-hoo, hee-hoo.
Ew.
Okay. Simple enough to get back to the Library of the Gate. Anybody specifically tagging along, the whole party, or?
Yeah, I'm coming with them.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll just assume everybody is following in tow then.
Probably help
Yeah.
Charlotte in a
Ew.
search.
Alright. You head back into the library. Going specifically again to the archive section.
Yep.
Okay. You head in there. They again give you a direct pass in. They send one of their chauffeurs down, just as per usual, to kind of keep eyes on it. You head down into the archive section, and I also say you notice that there is a very specific figure that you recognize standing pretty close to where you know the astral door is. And you recognize Beck is here.
Oh. Hang on. Am I coming through?
Yeah, it's just a Discord glitch. Just you're good.
Yeah, it's throwing me off because when I don't hear the blip, I'm like, huh? That'd be dead air. Oh. Is everything alright with the dungeon since our trek?
Yes, what's the occasion?
Dr. Skuga looks towards the direction and is like, oh, didn't hear you all enter. Yes, everything's fine with the door. As far as we've determined, it's not a dungeon, though. It is literally just an entryway into the Astral Sea, which is...
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty interesting, but it's also problematic, because we are not entirely certain what to do with it. This is not a great place for it to be.
That feels like it's worse than a dungeon. It's worse than a dungeon, right?
Well,
Well,
has
we should-
anything come out of it, or any sort of, magical residue emitting from it?
Now that we know that it is connected to the Astral Sea, then it has access to the entire Astral Sea. Which means anyone or anything in the Astral Sea could theoretically use this door if they find this location in the Astral Sea. It's quite expensive.
Should we just
but,
put a door in front of it? A wall? Maybe prop up a door against the handle?
We're considering having monikers step in, have somebody on shift every so often, just to keep an eye on the area, just to see if anyone or anything happens to come by. We weren't really doing that before because, well, we thought this was a contained area. But now that we know that it expands further, we need to be wary if someone uses this door. Because if they know that the door exists, and they know it connects to the archives, well, I'd rather not people steal things out of the archives if possible.
Are you going to be establishing any guards, or just aiming to
Yes.
supervise?
Well, that's what the monikers are for. They will be on watch for roughly 8 hours a day, taking shifts with each other. The idea is that they will survey the Astral Sea for any signs of encroachment, I guess is the word I would use. And if alerted, they will cast a sending spell to myself or someone else that is on duty, and we will react accordingly. But for now, we're just debating how to get this all set up. We were not prepared for this. This is also not our area of expertise.
Well, I hope nothing bad happens. We might have reason to return to it, and wild case scenario, we could come out through there from another way. We'll try to give you the heads up if that happens.
Yes, please
Certainly
do.
a possibility, yes.
What brings you to the archives right now?
I'm just looking. I'm doing some research.
Oh? What subject has piqued your interest?
Are you familiar with the archmage known as William Rhines?
He takes a deep breath for a second. I am familiar with the man, yes.
Charlotte is going to look at him just in the very hesitant but going to be reading every word out of his mouth. What is he like?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out a polite way to say this. He's rather brash, but his desire to circumvent the Arcana is a little too bold for my taste. We never really saw eye to eye on things.
You know him personally, then.
I do. Or I did.
Where does he live?
I haven't seen him in almost 10 years now, so I honestly wouldn't know.
Oh.
Keen mind, that one, but he likes to look into all sorts of manners. So we didn't come to good agreements on things.
I think that might be all I need to know. I thank you for saving my time.
Oh, well, most certainly.
Oh, we done that?
Yes.
Okay.
You know, no more.
Actually,
Have it-
sorry, go.
Did you have something you need to do?
I was about to just give some information to Svek, actually.
Go ahead.
There's something for me?
Yeah. So the thing we had a fight with in there, the weird skeletal thing, I forget what did it call itself?
Yeah, for fast.
Yes.
Yeah, She'll pull up that little red book. Do you read Anirian?
I've got a couple dialects down. Yes.
It's greater Anirian. It should be easier.
Okay.
Here, and she'll show the notes she took on the combat with the astral path. This is the sort of things we saw it do. Ones that I could notice anyway. Just in case it gets aggressive, I guess you might need to. At least some information on it is better than none, right?
Yes, well... Is there any reason it would get aggressive? It sounded like it conversed with you greatly.
It did, but it said it was broken, and it got aggressive because it was broken, and it's just me being paranoid and hoping to just give information that might be necessary just in case. If it's not, then you don't need it, but if you need it and don't have it, then...
I will take note of it. This does change some of my ideas. I'm probably going to have to triple the monikers that we put out here, just in case.
Yeah, it was pretty rough fighting it. That's all I needed. I just wanted to make sure you were kept in the know. I forgot to... I showed you the book before we went in there, but I didn't show you anything about it, you know. So
You all came back with more information than we were ever expecting to get, so I do appreciate it.
Alright, let's go see a ghost in the basement or something. Looks at Husky.
Yay!
A ghost?
My house is haunted.
We don't know
Oh.
that.
It sounds terribly unpleasant.
It's okay, we've got a Dramphinian and just looks at Ignatius.
It sounds like you need a witch.
We got one
I
of
don't
those
even
too.
know if it's haunted. I don't even remember being said in the first place. I'm just here to make sure they don't get arrested with it, I guess.
Smiles.
They can't arrest me in my house.
I've got terrible news.
You're under
What's
house
that?
arrest.
Huh!
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Okay. So, returning back to the estate. Give me a group perception check.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I'm so good at perceiving.
Nuh-uh.
Good at perceiving or good at being perceived?
Oh, come on, that was a 20.
Looks like a 2 to me.
It was almost
Yeah,
Wardeep over again.
It was on a 20 and then it rolled over to 2. Ugh.
Alright.
At least I actually got a good roll.
Yes.
That's a real good roll too.
It's set in Vegas. You notice that while you were heading on the way back, at some point from the library to the estate, you notice that you picked up 2 individuals following you. Pretty sizable distance back, but every time you made certain turns, you would eventually notice them again, keeping pretty good distance from you. You get about halfway to the estate when you notice this.
do they look like the people that tailed me to my place on the first night? Dress a certain way like that?
I don't know if you caught them. I think it was Aspen that saw.
What do they look like?
Yeah, what do they look like if we see them now?
From what you're getting right now, you can see, essentially brown, dusters. Roughly the same height. Hard to tell what species they are, but they're about 6 feet. So, could be just about anything.
You just gave a description like he was wearing jeans and a t-shirt.
Yes, they're hard to see because they're keeping a sizable distance. Enough that you were able to pick them up, though.
Now,
see
hush,
them
hush,
too,
but I
Asad?
think we're being followed. Yes, I do.
Wait, again?
Just don't look. Keep
What do you mean
walking.
again?
We were followed back after the fight last night, according to Aspen, but I didn't see anyone.
Aspen, how did these people dress? Since you got them, then
It was hard to see, but they had hoods and long brown dusters.
same people. Then got it.
Two of them roughly same height.
So, question about the hoods and dusters thing.
Are you asking a DM question?
Yeah, that's a DM question.
Go ahead.
Does that, or like, does the outfit that I'm seeing right now match the outfit that all the pharaohs were wearing back in Dole?
Kinda
Yes,
looks
this is
like
looking
it.
anyway familiar.
Noted. But they're not wearing metal masks.
You haven't seen their faces yet.
Got it. Okay. Let's just keep walking. Going home. We don't notice them.
Wait, I've got
But also, Iset, you're a ranger, right? Can we like put a ping on them, perhaps?
I have an idea, but we could do that. That sounds safer.
What was your idea?
I want to see if Sec can do that first.
Okay.
hmm
Iset, can we put a bead on the people that are following us?
I'm checking if I have any relevant abilities there.
Normally it would be a hunter's mark, but you don't have that spell. You have, I believe it is a favored foe, which requires that you hit somebody. And I don't think that gives you tracking or such. Looking to see if there's anything else you have.
Yeah, I think I need at least another level for Hunter's Mark.
Damn, okay. Aspen, give me the Ascending Stone.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and slip into the crowd and follow at a distance and see if I can see them as well. Well, I'll make my way back, but I'm gonna make sure they're not following us all the way back, if that makes sense.
Alright, just, let me know if there's trouble.
Uh-huh, that's why the stone.
At this point, do we all have like a general idea of like their relative place to us pointed out to us?
We were told not to look, but that we were being followed, so I don't think so.
Don't quite understand the question.
Do we
Basically
know
just
where they
saying,
are
would
in the crowd?
if I were to have the idea of using Thalkiel to get a closer look at them, would I be able to get Thalkiel to actually find them, or do I not even know who among the people in the city are actually the ones tailing us?
Let's see. Where is Thalkiel? You know, I'll have him do a perception check to see if he can also spot them. Nope!
Cool!
He is not able to single them out.
I love our shadow friend.
Poor
This is
fella.
fine. In which case, yeah, then Vanya's idea.
Forgot to set it to private, but he rolled a 5.
Wow.
Oof.
Alright, well, gonna give, like, the attempt of a I'll see you later wave, and then kind of dash into the crowd,
Alright.
and then try and get lost.
Give me a stealth check. Not bad, not bad. All right.
The fact that that's just not bad scares me.
All right. I am rolling dice. It's just not showing up.
Uh-huh.
So, all right. You split off into the crowd easy enough. The rest of you continue to make your way towards the estate. Vanya, are you just kind of hanging back in the crowd? Are you moving back towards them? Are you trying to follow your friends?
The idea is drop back enough that I maybe see the people following the rest of the group and follow them as far as they go. And if they don't follow all the way to the estate, then leave them where they stop and then head straight to the estate.
Wouldn't it be fucking funny if they saw you and sent someone to follow you?
Yeah, like a cascade of following.
We're 4 deep now, maybe 5 if someone else catches on.
It's a Scooby-Doo door chase.
It's that meme where they're
Oh.
holding guns at each other's head and then the sniper in the back.
You'll follow me. I'll
Miles
you'll
Morales.
follow him.
Pete
I'll follow
Morales.
you.
Meter Parker.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you hang back for a second and start to move your way a little bit further back before doubling around. You do manage to get enough distance that you can occasionally catch like the tail sight end of your friends moving forward. And you do pick out 2 individuals wearing brown leather dusters that are moving in that direction at a pretty decent pace, hands in pockets more or less, moving in tandem with each other. Do you try to get any closer, or do you just kind of hang back behind?
I want to see if I can get close enough to identify any visible features on them. If I can like pass by and kind of glance up to see if I can see their faces as I come past, or
Okay.
maybe even knock into them on purpose as a sort of. Actually, no, they know who I am. Yeah, just gonna pass by and look, see if I can get a quick glance.
Okay. What's your passive?
Passive is 13.
For perception.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then just make me one more stealth check. Very good. All right. You are able to keep eyes on them and moving with like a larger crowd group that happens to be moving in the same direction. You're able to eventually get enough pace that you're passing by them, and as you kind of like look up to get a look on their faces, you can tell that they are wearing iron masks. They both appear to be canine in nature.
Okay. How far are the rest from the house by now?
They're probably, I'd say maybe about 200, less than 200 feet away.
With that sort of movement, I'm going to try and keep these guys in my sight and kind of drift off to a distance away from the estate, but enough to attempt to just see what they're doing. And then I'm going to message Vegas through the sending stones as I'm just saying it's the ferals. They're definitely following us.
Got it. Get back safe. We'll talk about it when we're inside.
I'm going to watch them for a moment, but then I'll get in.
Okay. The rest of you make it to the estate just fine. Push through the iron gates, close them behind you.
I
head
lock
up-
them behind me.
All right, they lock them and head up the pathway. And as you guys get up close enough to the door, Vanya, what you notice is that the 2 individuals who are following stop just short of the gate and are looking just kind of like through the bars up towards your friend group and watch as they enter. And as soon as your friends disappear into the estate, they keep walking.
Okay. Gonna communicate that. They
Sweet.
watched you guys enter and then went off. I'm gonna wait a moment before getting inside, and then I'll come inside.
Did you get a good look at them? You know,
They're
other than
wearing
the
the-
masks?
They're wearing the masks. They look canine.
Hmm.
That could mean they're wolves or, well, dogs, but I'm not sure.
Did you see their tails?
No.
Well, then we can't know.
Under
Just
the
get back safe
coats.
when you do.
Mm-hmm. Do you want any food or anything? I can go grab that before I get back, I guess.
Oh, can I have
You want me
a
to run by
sweet roll?
McDonald's?
A sweet roll?
Go, you give me a sweet roll.
A sweet roll? Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Sausage rolls.
I'm gonna go grab I'm gonna go grab a sweet roll unironically and then head back.
Sweet roll.
Sweet roll. How much is
Alright.
the sweet roll?
A copper piece.
A copper piece. Cool.
Steal it, then the guards can talk about it.
I am going to attempt to sneak back into the estate over the fence.
Okay. No problem. You're able to
Yeah.
hop over the wall and
It's a
just,
passive 19 in stealth, so.
yeah, you slip back into the estate, no problem.
Okay. Because, like, barreling through the door, looking for the rest of the group.
Well, look at that. It's like we never left.
Hi, here's your sweet roll. Hands it.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, we're being followed by ferals. They know where we are. We need to tell your house.
Well,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Well, they were cowards the first time. I'm sure as soon as we
I,
start putting up any real resistance, they'll prove to be cowards again.
But
I will let my nurse know
She needs to be safe.
She does.
gently.
What if she is one of them?
No.
Aspen.
Why would you assume such a thing?
I'm not assuming so much as just it is a possibility. We wouldn't know.
Well, are you a feral?
Not last time I checked.
I don't think she would be.
I don't think the
Probably
burden
not,
of
but
proof
it's
is
not
on
like
her.
any of us are brethren, so we wouldn't have seen any reaction. But if they know the house, maybe they know her.
Well, if they knew her,
Uh,
then why would they need to follow us?
Maybe because they're interested in us, not the house.
But we don't know what they can do. They could try to catch or hurt Delilah.
I will make sure that she is informed,
Mhm.
and I will also make sure that she is not a feral. Subtly.
What do you think about Brethren, Delilah?
Yeah. I don't want to think about it right now.
Hey, you want to talk about race relations?
So if you see this, no, I'm not going to make that joke. Okay. So that's that. They're not storming the place, but never mind. I lost that thought. And then on the sending stone to Vanya,
That
I'm right
Vanya's
here.
hey, what if it's well? But I want to do it without speaking.
Okay.
But what if it's, you know, the folks from the Veterans Hall?
Then we deal with them too.
Okay.
Maybe they are planning to break in.
I hope
We
they
should-
don't.
Keep watch.
This house is booby trapped, you know.
What, by the structural integrity of
It
the house?
is?
I
Yeah.
do not think leaving your crap all over the floor for them to trip over counts as a booby trap.
I did almost put my foot through the floor at one point.
See? Right, let's go find a ghost. This is too much
My house,
right now.
like a little tear in his eye. Yeah.
Maybe
Alright,
the
let's-
ghost is a feral.
I
I was
hate
going to say
think that
brethren,
they-
but maybe ghost is brethren.
Maybe you are a feral. No kidding. Maybe, I'd hate to think that they could persist beyond one life. Anyway, yes, let's go on a lighthearted ghost outing and forget about what just happened.
Well, not forget, but
Lock it away
Before-
for later.
Before all this happens, I
Uh,
want Ignatius to get the scan on Mocha.
The lowdown.
Expecting Mocha.
eyes.
so what do you mean when you say
Sausage
the
by Mocha.
scan?
Ignatius scan activating. Ding,
Ignatius gonna hit him with that.
ding.
Inspect
Yeah, like
Oryx.
Scan Visor from Metroid Prime.
All right. Yeah. Definitely an undead.
Ignatius will probably stand staring at this animal longer than any normal person should. He'll just sort of.
It's also just standing there, staring at you, unblinking.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
eventually it's gonna start staring back.
Yeah, this is probably gonna go on for an unhealthy amount of time. He's gonna file away that information for later and just sort of
Ignatius, they're
Move
like, I
on
know
with his
what
life.
you are.
I know what you are. Okay? No. I have nothing else to do there. Ignatius knows there's something fucked up about that horse.
Sassy goat.
Peter, the horse is back.
Peter.
Peter.
All right. So, going into the basement, are we?
Basement ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a little fun. We get a little silly.
All right. You head over to the staircase that descends down towards the basement. And you notice that the bottom of the stairs are barricaded.
Why are they barricaded?
Keeping something out, keeping something in.
That
Or
raises
maybe
the
there's
question,
something
yes.
down there that the last folks living here don't want discovered.
Or maybe
Gently.
there's black mold and they don't want to deal with it. I don't know. Now help me move this shit out of the way.
Gently pushes Usky's arm. Don't do that. No.
How difficult would it be to manhandle the assorted furniture out of the way?
It's not furniture that's been, like, barricaded up there. It's, like, actual, like, boards that have been barricaded against the door, done from the outside.
Oh, now that's more concerning.
It's not too difficult. The wood is not in great condition, so you could easily either pull it apart or just straight up break it.
Is there a cellar portion to this map? That's so exciting.
There is. I had to get it loaded because I wasn't expecting you all to go down here.
Holy
Ignatius is gonna respectfully try to pull the boards off and probably end up breaking a few due to how, I don't know, wood rotten they must be.
Hurry up, we'll fix it later.
Oh my god, alright. Let's
Alright.
go see how haunted this place is.
You pull the barricades off and open the door and descend further into the basement.
Oh my god. I swear. If this is actually haunted.
Oh, memories of Death House.
As we enter, I would like to silently communicate with Thalkiel. So, my shadow, regardless of what we do or don't find here, how would you feel of sticking just out of the corners of Vegas's view?
No? What purposes?
He wants a ghost. Let's see if we can't make him think he's seen something.
I like this plan.
Evil.
It's going to be fun.
This is
We
great.
shut the
This is
door. We got a bunch of girl bosses, and we're already on gaslighting. We're doing it. We did it. We got the trifecta, baby.
Out of character, Vegas has seen Thalkiel at least once, right?
Yeah.
Along with the rest of the party? Okay, great. Just making sure.
Yeah, I think everyone's seen them once, but just for like a moment.
It was for like a
We-
split second in the barn before
Yeah.
Valkyl rejoined with Usky. Yeah.
We know it exists, and that's all that matters right now.
Okay. Who are we gonna stick together, or do you want to split up?
I don't want to split up.
Why? You actually think this place is haunted?
I'm entertaining the possibility.
I'm just gonna rattle this door handle to see if it's open.
It's very dark
Never
down
know.
It is unlocked. Within, you see a room with various assortment of clothes scattered about in various levels of disarray. A lot of it looks to be potentially some of the housekeeper's clothing. So this may have been just where some of it was sorted and packed away for cleaning purposes.
But it was in a barricaded basement.
Yeah.
Ignatius is
Okay.
going to actively search for something.
What are you looking for?
He wants to find Vegas's baby clothes.
Do it.
I'm gonna go ahead and say there's no roll needed. There are no child clothing of any sort in this room.
Ignatius leaves the room, disappointed.
Charlotte,
What you looking
is
for,
Gunshot
Iggy?
open this door. Ah,
All right. Opening this particular door, you notice that this room is filled to the brim with various crates and just boxes. It seems to be just a storage room.
I will try
Yes,
this
the
one.
room closet.
How about this door?
Look that Aspen has already taken off.
Oh, good lord. No, guys, we can't just Scooby-Doo our way through this. Where the fuck is everyone going?
What's on this?
And
What's on
like
this
we should
desk?
stick together. Immediately splits up.
I haven't split up. Everybody is right behind because I have a supportive team.
Did I just
No,
find the
Vanya's just-
shitter?
Vanya's gone to sneak off. I think you did.
I think the door on that one needs to be fixed.
Yeah, there's no door there.
Found them. What's in here?
Definitely things.
Can I search this
Over
desk?
here, you have found a much more surprisingly luxurious looking office. It's not in great condition at the moment. Oddly enough, the fireplace is lit.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
But
Why is
beyond
that burning?
But beyond that, it does not look like anyone has been in this particular area for a while.
Vegas, I think you have squatters. There is someone living in your basement.
Duo, can I search this desk here?
Well, let's search for any
See.
alternative entries.
Okay. Just give me an investigation check.
opening this door. Oh, hi.
Ah! She's in the middle of rifling
Li-
through some
literally
drawers.
just searching through desks at the moment. With the 22, you find a couple housekeeping notices. It seems like this particular area was the servants' quarters.
Okay.
This is where
Alright.
they would more or less sleep and stay.
Okay.
Well, no ghost.
See, I
What's
went
going on over here,
south.
dude?
Well, everybody keeps zooming off different directions, so
No. Everyone's about in the same place. I think Vanya just got covered by someone. Hang on. No.
Aspen took off.
Vanya's
Aspen,
right
you
here.
found a dead end.
Okay.
Yeah,
So the stuff growing there is just
it's a
just
little
up going.
weird, but yeah, there's some overgrowth possibly coming from the ceiling.
Hey,
Vegas.
folks. I found a weird hole full of doors on one side.
Mm-hmm.
What's this?
Oh.
Vegas, this basement is bigger than the house I grew up in. I just want you to
Yeah.
let that sink in. I need you to realize how big this building is.
No, I'm aware.
that
I
big of a
actually,
basement.
I was never allowed down here. I am also shocked.
Yeah,
Vegas,
Vegas,
you
what-
were essentially barred from going into the basement, but your sisters were too.
Is there just a random iron gate in the middle of this hall?
Vegas,
Yes.
Yeah.
I have found a locked door.
Show me.
Oh, I can unlock it.
Oh, this sounds fun.
It is very overgrown.
Oh boy.
Wait, is it
Okay.
locked or is it just overgrown?
Ignatius is going to give it the scan, if that's what we're calling it now, just to see
Yeah.
if there's something up.
Ignatius,
Okay.
evaluate.
It's hinky.
Charlotte
Uh,
looking.
yeah, 1 second. Looking in this particular room, it is very ornate, and despite the disheveledness of most of the estate, this particular area. Please stop.
Stop!
Seriously, okay. This particular area has some overgrowth to it, but it's interesting in that it seems to be mostly concentrated along the walls, sort of like vines in a way. The bulk of it is across this northwestern wall, in which there appears to be some kind of large slab stone door. There does not appear to be any normal locking mechanism to it, but it is covered in growth.
Huh.
Could just put my shoulder into it.
See if I can cut away some of these lines, maybe.
Okay. Ignatius pushing against the door at first does not seem to even remotely budge. And then it's that you start just kind of like using your sword to kind of like cut it away at some of the overgrowth. And it is very dense, very thick. It has possibly been overgrown for a long time. It's unclear how long. It takes you, I'd say, probably about 10 minutes to cut through. Enough to at least make the door more visible. While you're cutting that, anyone else doing anything in particular?
I thought Charlotte was
I'm
trying to do
looking-
something.
Yeah.
Looking into a room.
You find what looks to be a lounge room of some sort, and there are old crates with a lot of really dried out looking herbs. They mostly seem to be all decayed. They're not anything visibly salvageable from there, but they get the feeling that this could have been an area where maybe some kind of alchemical agents were possibly being worked with.
And the fire's on.
The fire is on. All the fireplaces down here are lit.
Oh, okay.
What's the statue?
Espen continuing to just run off into other rooms.
It could be magical fire. Should we check that?
We're not in any of those rooms right now.
Espen,
Well, there's torches in this room, I'd assume.
this room that you stepped into is, oddly enough, the most pristine room you've seen so far in the estate. It is relatively untouched. It has two very large planters, with both the potted plants in them looking surprisingly healthy, despite there being no sunlight down here and no access to water. But you see a fairly large statue of a canine individual in knightly armor.
Aspen's just gonna like walk up to it and poke it with her axe. Their
Alright.
axe. Sorry.
You reach out and tap the statue. Nothing happens.
Is it actually glowing around the base?
No.
Okay.
Vanya is going to get Aski's attention, and in her silent speech, is going to say, "Can we scare Vegas? Can we like kill the lights somehow in here?"
Aski will respond also in the Twitch speak. I've already set my shadow to at least begin that, but I think it'd be best to try and wait until we're somewhere with less concentrated lights. If there's
True.
anywhere with just one source, that would be the most ideal.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm gonna go look around. This big door's a dead end. This is not in silent speech.
Is there a... So there's no keyhole on this stone door?
No, I was going to get back to that, but everyone started taking off.
Yeah,
Oh no, Ignatius is still at this.
Yeah.
I'm still watching.
As set, after clearing away enough of the stuff around the door, I will say that you in particular will notice that the door has several different runic carvings in them, of which you recognize. These are Seelie.
Oh. Can I read them?
Yeah, you can.
What does it say?
You recognize that there are 3 symbols in particular here. The one that most immediately catches your eye is the dreaming. The second is one that you are a little more confused about, but it says gate on it. And the last one seems to reference the Seelie itself, which is very peculiar.
Those are Sealies. What is this doing down here?
I will say around this time.
Can I go on? Sorry.
Yes. Around this time, Falkiel will it's very, very slowly attempts to start like moving some of these curtains that are covering the vine overgrowth around the edge. And Aski, you notice that this is happening, and you know that Falkiel is doing this. But what catches your eye as well is that the vines are moving as a result of this.
He will keep an eye on them, but will not do anything at the moment in case something funny begins.
Charlotte,
Yeah.
those look like prison cells.
Looking to Aspen.
There
Looking
are
back.
an awful lot of them.
There's a lot of them.
More than you would expect for staff, especially when there are beds in the other room that are not so confined.
Does Vegas know about this?
I don't. I'm gonna.
Vanya, can you
Sending
open this
stone.
door?
Oh wait, really? Is there? She was about to bring up the sending stone, but got out that she could pick a door.
Bless this little
Door?
mouse.
Is there a keyhole?
There is a keyhole. This door in particular is also very heavily barricaded.
I'm gonna try and pick the lock.
Okay. Give me a thief's tools check.
It's funny, I thought she was a Jabot, not a Dormex.
Dirty 20. You take a second to like wiggle the key into place and pop open the lock. The barricades still impede the way.
I'm gonna open it.
Can you lift the barricade?
Let's find out.
Are you going to just pry it off, or
Can I tell if is it like stuff stacked against the other side of the door, or is it like
it's
an
not
actual
stuff stacked? Again,
barricade?
this is stuff put like hammered against the frame.
Oh.
This is
Okay,
very
I gotta-
intentionally boarded up.
I'm gonna try and bust it open.
Okay. So you start taking your great axe and just slamming it into the boards to start breaking them.
Well, I was gonna try and give it a solid kick first.
There's no way the door is going to get opened with the kick. The boards are heavily obscuring the door. But yes, you start cutting into that. While that is happening, Thalkiel, keep having to switch tabs. All right, Thalkiel attempts to maneuver in a way up behind Vegas. Vegas, give me a perception check real quick.
Mhm.
Uh, 10. You do not see him approaching. I imagine Aset and Ignatius are enamored with the door at this point.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I can open this thing somehow.
Would we have heard Aspen busting down the door?
About this time, you hear some clanging coming from the other side of the basement. You turn around and you, for a moment, see this shadow figure up behind you. He's like, oh shit, and immediately disappears.
Funny.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. Do I wisdom save to see if I'm terrified or not? Or like, I don't know. I'm hearing something else happening.
No, he did not have a moment to actually startle you.
And I recognize that as Aski's friend, like, just like popping in and vanishing as they do.
That was a little bit closer than you've seen them before, so you.
Well, you closed the door on the way out. Sorry.
So yeah, you start hearing some banging, and you find the source very quickly. It's Aspen, who is currently taking down a barricade.
Aspen, what are you?
There's a door here.
Aspen is not going to stop swinging while talking, but I am
That's
breaking
fine.
down barricaded door to see what is in the room hidden between all these prison cells you have.
Have you ever thought that there's possibly a reason it's barricaded?
Have you ever thought that there's a reason for prison cells in a basement?
It didn't stop you breaking down the door into the basement, Ignatius.
It was the basement. There was nothing of note. This feels suspicious. Breaking through one barricaded door is fine, but if there's something else barricaded on the inside of a barricaded door, that is concerning.
Maybe whatever is in here is keeping all the fires lit.
Why
All
is
right,
there
fine. Get out of the
prison
way.
cells?
I'll crack it open with him. With them.
Okay.
Step outside.
Finishing cutting into these barricades, you eventually manage to get them down, and with Vanya's help of having already picked the lock, you are able to get the door open. Inside, you see a very large furnace that is actively burning at the moment, and you see there are several slabs placed along each side of the room, and in the middle seems to be a carrier container of some sort that is on a track that leads towards the furnace. If you had to make any sort of immediate guesses, this seems to be an incinerator for bodies.
I thought you said no one had ever died in your house.
To my knowledge.
Did you know there were prison cells under your house?
No, I've never been down here. I wasn't allowed. And then I left. And, you know, that was when I was... Yeah.
Prison cells and an incinerator.
Did you ever have any idea what your parents' ancestors got up to?
No.
I
ancestors.
told you that there are many family secrets that could be hidden in a place like this.
How long
Some
has
are
this
better left buried.
room potentially been unused? Can I
Are-
tell by like dusts or whatever in the room? Just like a vague guess.
Investigation?
I think I will investigate this place as well. Yeah.
Oh my god,
Oh,
the
shit.
sand!
At this point, Ski already considers this a complete win. She was very much right about there being a macabre secret hidden in this old mansion.
Right?
Looking around and getting just kind of like the details of the place, it does not look like it has been used in a good while. You can tell, though, that the furnace itself, much like a lot of the fireplaces, seem to be magically lit with like some kind of more intense version of continual flame that allows them to
Right.
continuously burn. The room itself is fairly vacant. There's nothing of immediate detail that looks to have been like left behind in this area, but based on just kind of how it has been weathered, just from like dust and time, probably could estimate that maybe that this room has been sealed up for at least 10 years, give or take.
Wait, that was during the Invader War, right?
Potentially.
Immediately after, I think. But yeah.
Can Ignatius walk over to the crematorium and look in the fire to see if there's anything in the ashes, if there's still some?
Yeah, just quick look in. The fire has been burning for who knows how long. There's nothing in there.
Do you think Delilah had this boarded up?
No,
I don't.
I don't think. I'm not sure she'd know.
Can I read these notes on the table?
No. Any of the paperwork has been completely dusted.
What is the nature of these tables? Do they have shackles and manacles on them? Does there appear to be a medical purpose or ritualistic purpose to them?
They look medical in nature. They don't have restraints or anything, but it does look like something where a body may have been laid upon at one point. But for the most part, it does not appear that they have any other maybe purpose other than to be stored here for maybe to be incinerated later.
Maybe a family morgue?
No family needs a morgue this large.
Let alone
And-
prison cells.
The cells speak to something more sinister.
I'm trying to put silver linings on this.
Could Ignatius divine sense and, I don't know, try to get a feel for the room? Did something evil or wrong happen here decades ago?
Well, let me see divine sense.
The room full of clothes as well,
Yeah,
near
that's
the
right.
prison cells and incinerator.
Oh dear God.
Vanya's making her way out of this basement right now, putting a couple of things together.
As
Let's see.
as Vegas passes Ski, she is going to give him such a look, inscrutable in nature, but she is eyeing him intensely for a second before turning and following the rest of the group.
Vegas
I
doesn't
will,
make eye contact, 1,000-yard stare right now.
I will say that your divine sense will not pick up anything in particular from this room.
Vegas,
Got
would
it.
a statue of a wolf in armor tie any of this together?
I have to see it.
Follow me.
Vanya's upstairs. Just leaving
Just
that token
immediately
there.
left.
Just seeing all that, putting two and two together, that's too much.
Yeah, he said is already actively exploring around for more.
Ignatius, have you ever, in your line of work, seen something like this?
Regretfully, brutality on this scale is something I've witnessed before.
Is this towards the Brethren?
I dare not jump to such a conclusion without further evidence. I'm going to find more about this place. I'm not going to let this go unsolved.
I'll help you.
Vegas. This room, as described to Aspen, is pristine, which is strange. The plants are still alive, somehow, and you see in between them a very large statue of a canine figure in knightly armor that you recognize.
Who is it?
It is your father.
Oh.
Given the particular nature of this room and its near pristine condition, you feel like this was more of a late addition to that home.
Sorry, come again. Your mic feed cut out for me a little bit.
Oh, sorry. Was saying, given the more well-kept nature of this room, you get the feeling that this particular area was possibly a late addition to the basement.
Uh-huh. Is this like a shrine or a tomb?
Hard to tell. Could be one, could be both. The way your father's being depicted is very heroic.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know much about him. He died when I was young.
Mm-hmm.
I don't suppose this place rings any bells for me personally.
Give me a history check.
Oh boy.
18. This particular, room memorial, the stuff itself doesn't set anything off. The canine figure, which you are drawing more conclusions who has similar features as Vegas, doesn't take much to put two and two together there. But looking at the knight themselves, they are oddly familiar to you, and you're not entirely certain why. But you do feel like you may have possibly seen this individual once or twice before.
Swear to God, I've met him in the flesh before. I couldn't
Really?
tell you when or where.
Hmm.
It may have been during the war. Who knows?
I need a second.
I want to look at something. Maybe, we should also get the other door open.
I've been meaning to try opening that, yes.
I think at this point Ignatius would probably catch up with the rest of the group. I'm just gonna move him over.
And Iski is going to try and get Iset to hang back for a second on the kind of the hallway back.
I want to take a closer look at these clothes.
Try to ask without, requiring too much attention from the others.
Mm-hmm.
You don't suppose that anything we've seen down here may be connected to the Spellbreaker interest that this family seems to have had?
It may very well be. There is so much here that just doesn't add up. Runes on the door and Sealies, which... Last I checked, I'm the only jackal that's ever entered this place. Other than that, Vegas' father, there's a statue of him. I swear to God, I've met that man before. Somewhere.
Where's the statue?
Left down the
This way.
hallway.
They have some kind of connections far
That the
beyond
present self of
what
the
Vegas
crematorium.
knows. And I'm beginning to suspect that whatever led them to leave Alamance for Vignon instead was not at all their own decision to make.
This can't be a coincidence, no.
I don't
See what
suppose-
the others are uncovering.
Ignatius would recognize the figure of the statue.
Give me a history check. Since you and Vera are the oldest characters in this party, you're basically the only two who can make history checks. Fortunately, doesn't ring any bells. You've seen many knights in your time, so...
Would he be able to come at it from an angle of recognizing the armor specifically, if he'd seen it in the Brethren War at all?
I'd say looking the armor over, based off the statue's interpretation and design, it's a lot more simple. It does not seem to carry a very large or flashy look to it, but doesn't look like anything that you would remember from the war, at least.
How much more is there to this basement? There's the vine-covered door on the hall and a few other rooms that we haven't peeked in yet, is that correct?
More or less. Aspen, you had something you were asking.
Yeah, I wanted to take a closer look at the clothes in here. Basically, I'm looking for any clues of the types of people that would have worn them. You know, if there's ways to attach clothes around a tail, that sort of thing, or if they're very brethren shaped.
Looking through them, you do notice that there's quite many different ones that are of various sizes and shapes for possibly different species. There's definitely things that would have maybe allowed for tail room. and maybe occasional hats and such that would have openings for ears. So pretty diverse. Nothing stands out as being like brethren.
Okay, so whatever the mystery is, it's not tied to that mystery.
So, back in the stone door room, there was something with when fiddling with the other curtains before. So I think Sagi would want to just use Mage Hand to try and peek beneath more of those, particularly those that are kind of less just directly on the opposite end of the hall.
Okay. So trying to like lift the curtains to get a peek behind.
Yeah, there
Okay.
seems to be something with all of this plant life surviving completely without light for God knows how long. So she wants to see if there's anything else curious going on with this room in particular, since it already has been it was the first one to raise some alarms.
Okay. Pulling the curtains a little bit back with the mage hand, you see that the bramble and vines that have overgrowth are stretched all across the walls. If you had to take a guess, it seems that the central point seems to be coming from somewhere either near the door or maybe even behind the large door. They look oddly fine. They don't look like they're in any real states of decay. It's kind of unsure if they're magical in nature or not, but you did at one point see them move. I will say, Thalkil at this point, noticing your curiosity, will whisper into your skull, "These particular vines seem to be druidic in nature."
In which case she will respond back to him. Which means that it seems that this family had connections in many different directions. How intriguing.
The only other place that I've seen druidic magic like this was the Blackweald.
And there might be quite a lot more to this door than simply leading to another extension of the cellar.
If we could still try and brute force it.
Being the resident jackal of the party, can I figure out a way to open this door, or do I have any clue how? Beyond just trying to brute force it.
Give me a general intelligence check. With 13, looking it over, you can tell that these three individual symbols, which you were easily able to decipher, aren't just like a description of maybe what lies beyond, but they are also wards. They're there to magically seal the door. You would need someone of very good Fey magic to be able to open a door like this.
It's warded.
Ordered to keep something in or keep something out?
I'm not too sure about that, but
They
If we-
sealed it for a reason.
we need someone
Vegas.
particularly adept at Fey magic to
What?
have any hopes of opening this.
I checked the clothes in the room next to the furnace. They do not seem to be bread and clothes. I do not know if that makes things better or worse.
I don't know anything about it.
I am not suggesting you do.
There seems to be some powerful druidic influences with this room in particular. Perhaps if we could find one of some repute, they may be able to glean more.
There is nothing we can do until we find someone.
This is admittedly beyond anything I know. But if this means Vegas' family has connections to people capable of this. And they know whatever's going on down here.
Shackles going by these rooms, but... Ooh. How?
And how long ago, even?
Vanya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
you
kind of
went
sat at the top of the stairs, just looking down.
You've been up here for a few minutes now. You do eventually hear footfalls approaching, not very subtly, and you see Delilah, who notices you at the top of the basement stairs. Oh, is everything all right, dear?
Do you know about down there?
She looks past you and towards the door. Did your friends go down there?
We all did.
That area's been off limits for a long time.
You weren't allowed down there?
I haven't been down there in a long time.
How long?
Since before the war?
So you don't know about the... Oh, you do know about the furnace.
Insight check.
Please, please, come on.
She seems pretty nervous.
And the cells?
My job was to look after Vegas. I didn't really inquire into family matters.
Nervous as she definitely is, knowing more than she's letting on, but isn't involved, sort of nervous, or do I think she might have been actually involved down there?
A little hard to tell, but
Right.
you feel like she's definitely leaning a bit more on Vegas.
Yeah. Oh, Vegas is down there. And I don't think he's taking any of it well.
Oh. Hmm.
I've got to be honest, it's very worrying.
Well, I think he was going to find out about the rest of that eventually. But
Are you sure you don't know anything about down there?
I didn't ask questions, but I know that Vegas's family took people in from time to time. Travelers, usually.
And you Did you see them leave?
She's just quiet.
Oh fuck! I like how this went from jovial haha ghosts to she's gonna just nod. Okay. Alright. Well, we should warn you about something potentially.
What's that?
We were being followed by people we know that aren't good. If you see anyone in a brown coat, long coat, not showing their face, just try to keep your distance. Try to keep away from them.
I will say, at that moment, you hear a loud shatter come from somewhere inside the estate.
No.
Oh,
I'll leave
no.
it there.
Bitch.
Oh, goody.
Dude, damn you!
Hee-hoo.
He who indeed. Holy shit. The tonal shift from
Hey,
Ghost Hunt.
I didn't say that you guys should go look in the basement. You all decided to do
no,
that on
I
your
know.
own.
Yeah, I'm speed running my plot line real quick.
But I love I just 1000% the tonal shift from the he who ghosts let's scare Vegas to
Oh god, this is actually serious.
there's something real fucky happening down here.
Oh, cool.
Oops.
Vegas's basement is set up like a concentration camp.
Yeah, just a little
Oops,
bit.
Avatar episode 3.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. Holy shit.
Also,
Nicely done.
Norman, that was a very mean compliment. But maybe not wrong.
We're really just trauma maxing tonight with Vegas. Good God.
Right? Poor guy. Oh shit. Oh well, I'm a bounce, but that was real fun.
See you next time.
Yeah,
Yeah, see you next
gosh.
time.
I thought
See where this is going.
I thought Ignatius
Yeah.
had some weapons grade like family problems and background issues. My God.
I would say
Safe for reset, but
there's several people with interesting crazy backstories.
I am
Everyone-
1000% standing on the line of Vanya is the most normal person in this fucking group. I'm
Like,
bouncing. Goodbye, folks.
Like, fuck everyone in
Goodbye.
Aspen's family is normal and well adjusted.
Have a good one.
All right.
You don't become a Delver without something fucked up happening to you, right?
Well, this is
Bye,
funny
folks.
because the ball's going to be rolling faster when air ends.
Yeah, we'll actually be
only
switching
2
to
more
weekly.
sessions.
Yeah, we'll be switching to weekly from then on.
Oh
and
God.
you guys can get Priest will be able to catch up a little bit better.
Yeah.
And
Next-
we will get a lot of the main plot moving.
Yeah, next week is the penultimate session of air. I said that last week, but
We took
it went
off.
longer than I thought, and honestly, that's fine. But I mean, we still have Honey Heist 3, the movie after. But yeah, come April, full speed ahead.
All right, I'm gonna dip. Later, folks.
Good night.
Good night, y'all.
Right.